Yeah, welcome back to WJ Finlay Oval, round 14 in the ovens of Murray. The Wangaratta Rovers up against the Lavington Panthers, and we're not far off getting it on here. The Panthers and the Rovers about to move to position. Bobby Jackson will be, well, his special comments for Elite Building and Construction. Robbie McKinlay and myself calling for the Wang Motor Group, and Dan Vaccaro on the 40-wing stats. Now, the ins and outs, this is interesting because on Thursday night, the Wang Rovers out was Lockie O'Brien, Will Nolan, Kieran Parnell, Lockie McCartney, and also Judge Schubert. They all played against the Tigers last week. In comes Dylan Stone, Riley Ely, Noah Amory, Harvey Carell, and also Brodie Paul. Now, for the Panthers, this is interesting, Robbie. Out, we understand Tom Hargrave's a late out.
Yes. Back injury, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben Ashley Cooper's out too.
Yeah.
And that could be a call-up for VFL duties, I'd imagine.
Yeah, so we understand Will Leash is coming into the Panthers team and Josh Ross-Garrell, but we might have to look for another one.
Yeah, so, Judd McLeod's in as well.
Okay.
Number 34, Judd McLeod.
Yeah, beautiful.
He'll have the long sleeves on if you're watching from home.
Lavington have won the toss and they're kicking to the town end. Lukey?
Beautiful, great work, Bowie. We're not far off getting it on here. The Panthers and the Rovers, both teams coming off losses. So interesting. And we're about to go here. The first term is brought to you by A-Grade Oils and Batteries. And to get us underway on O&M Live is Sir Robert McKinlay.
Thanks, Lukey. And it'll be Gaston up against Jack Driscoll. Driscoll won the tap straight to Sean Driscoll.
Oh, Gaston, it's on in the middle.
Oh, there's a few been thrown in the middle. Bobby, you keep an eye on that. And we got a chance as a ball up. Bobby, what'd you see?
Drew Bevan's gone to Sam Murray, and they were exchanging blows like their world title fight in Manila.
Lovely. There we go. Nice little feisty start here. Dylan Stone slid a handball. There's been a throw. It's been called. Jakey O'Brien lets Dylan Stone know about it. So O'Brien, he's looking for 50. He's told to play on. Kicks it long. Timmy Hanna's in the gold square. Ball goes long. Mark taken. Oh, this is a good start, and it looks like it could be Aiden Cook. Is it down forward?
Yep.
It's the big cookie monster, the boy from Wollongong.
Yeah, that was a good, clean kick into side 50, and he made great positioning, great forward craft. He used his frame to get in front and take a nice chest mark in front of his opponent, 15, 20 metres out. There'll be some interesting vision to look at during the week too, lads, with what happened in the middle there after the centre bounce.
Lavington Cricket Club Premiership wicket keeper Aiden Cook comes in directly in front and bangs it through. So the Panthers get the first one on the board a minute into the game in a fiery start. Lovely stuff there, Bobby Jackson.
Just to start, Lavington are looking for, as we said in the pre-match, a lot of quality players out of their midfield. So to get a centre break and get first crack at it in a particularly game like this where the scores aren't going to be particularly high was a great start, and just what the coach and Adam Snyder would want.
Yeah, as Bobby said, really hot start by Lavington and a really good finish there by young Aiden Cook, and they got the first clearance out of the middle, and there's just a little bit more niggle going on in the midfield as well. Sam Murray into it as Shane Gaston was earlier.
Yeah, so fiery opening here at WJ Finlay. So interesting. Back in the middle, still going on here. Here's Sam Murray trying to break through. Yeah, Bevan had hold of him. He didn't like it. He's not liking the attention, Sammy. Free kick given away here to the Panthers. And Corby Robertson is going to take it just right of the centre. Here he comes, Corby. Lobs it in. They get another entry, the Panthers early. Up go the hands over the back. Darcy Smith. They're going to get their second here, the Panthers. What a start. Gee whiz, they are off to a blinding start at WJ Finlay. 12 plays nil here on the Gain Traffic and Contracting scoreboard. Damn, we've gone 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Start by Lavington. It's just quick. 2 free kicks out of the midfield. Undisciplined by Rovers, but really good finish there by young Darcy Smith. He's a clean finisher, Lukey, and that was no exception there. And it's just a hot start. They're putting a lot of tension into Sam Murray. They saw what Jake Page did last week, and he got frustrated, and they're trying to do it again. He's already swung back for them as well, just trying to get away from that tag.
He's actually moved forward now, Divac. He's gone in the 40, and Drew Bevan actually followed him down there.
Yeah, giving away free kicks on wet days early can come back to bite you big time. Dylan Stone over the football. Handball was intercepted by Sean Driscoll, who's tackled, and umpire Jason Rain will call for it. There'll be a ball up, just slightly intact for the Lavington Panthers. If you've just switched on the radio dial, there's 2 quick goals to Lavington. They lead 12-0. Gaston flew high. Got the tap to the advantage here. Now the Rovers, they can just control it here to kick down the line. Flicked over the head there by Lewis. McCarthy was out of the van there though. Kicked there nicely forward by Oscar Lyons it was, found Shawnee Driscoll, kicks it into half forward, one-on-one contest here. Murray missed it, mopped up by Jace McQuaid, over the top to Allison and sweeps a handball to Dylan Stone.
Yeah, Stone goes out wide here, and Jack Gerrish, he loves playing on the wing. He has it bounce in the wet, does Jack. And now he goes forward, about a 40-metre kick into their forward line, attacking zone, bouncing ball. Tom Boyd starting forward today. Ball's gone out of bounds in the pocket. Dan, we'll go to you, thanks to 40 Wings.
Tom Boyd out of the goal square, but that was their first inside 50 for the game, Rovers. So they have had a slow start, so they're just trying to build some momentum into it. Sam Murray just with a one touch. He's trying to float forward now, as just trying to get away from that early tag.
So we've got a boundary throw in here in the pocket, far side, netball court end. In it comes, Mark Clue up against Jack Driscoll. Ball bouncing along the ground. Jack just got it forward. Good wet weather footy. Here's a net over it. Catapan with him, wins the ball. Off to Xavier Allison, hurriedly on the boot towards Tom Boyd. Just kicks it off the ground, off his boot. Ball's gone out of bounds, and we're going to get a restart in the exact same spot. Another boundary throw in, Bobby.
Yeah, the Tom Boyd playing forward for the Wang Rovers will be interesting watch today. It's a good matchup with John O'Spina. Size for size, they match up well, but it'll be interesting to see how long they stick with this if Lavington continue to put some scoreboard pressure on.
Driscoll punched it towards the boundary line. Gerrish kept it in cleverly. Chance here now for Paul Allison. Drives it, top of the goal square. Boyd's going to get... Oh, he couldn't hang on to it. Greasy ball. Chance here for Mark Clue. Cleverly tapped it to Stone. Stone has a shot, and Dylan Stone puts through the Rovers' first of the afternoon with a lovely deft touch from the skipper, Alex Mark Clue. Finished superbly, and it's a steel line goal of the day contender.
Classy finish there by Stone. Got into the right position at the right time. The ball's flipping about after a contested marking situation where Tom Boyd brought the ball to ground, and that's what he'll be asked for from his coach today, is just to bring the ball to ground and bring the ground players in play. And Stone was Johnny on the spot and kicked a fantastic goal.
Yeah, wet weather today, but it's not wet weather footy. The players wouldn't know that at all. So really good reply there by Dill Stone. He's had 2 disposals on the 40 wing stat sheet and a goal early, so he's up and about.
Yeah, the opening turn brought to you by A-grade oils and batteries here at WJ Finlay. Bobby Jackson, Robbie McKinlay, Dan Vaccaro and Luke Francis for O&M Live. 15-663-E. And Amory over it here. Driscoll there also. So to Robertson. And the umpire's going to take it. In fact, that was Harry Nolan at the bottom of that pack, just getting up off the deck. Here we go again. Jack Driscoll got a hand to it. Bevan searching for it on the turf. Catapan after him. And then... Well, this is going to be reeled in by McRae. Got knocked out the side. Catapan got a handball out to Sam Murray. He bet off Driscoll and then goes with a high kick towards the centre-half forward line. Willis going back in a race here. Tom Boyd meets him from the other side. Well done by Willis. Just to shrug off Boyd. Now he's looking for a Panthers teammate, and he gets Jesse Hart. Dingo the required distance. He's called a play on. Then thumps it out to centre wing. That's what they need, a clearing ball. Brodie Paul went up. Tried to reel it in one-handed. Chase McQuaid trying to take possession. In went Jack Gerrish. Ball comes off the ground. Pretty scrappy at the moment as Darcy Smith gets a boot to it. Goes again in front of Harry Nolan. Paul picks it up now for the Rovers. Goes down the line, and the mark is taken by Shane Gaston. Yeah,
a bit fortuitous the way it fell. Gatto, who'd be pretty pumped up with the Olympics coming up in the home town of Gay Paris.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he'd be pumped up, the big fella. Don't worry about that.
He's going to have a big day today, Robbie, because Timmy Hanna and Big Driscoll, the twin towers for Lavington, are going to make him work hard all day. And already you see that the Lavy undermanned midfield are getting first use of the balls through Driscoll and through Hanna. And Big Frenchman is going to have his hands full today, so he's going to step up to the plate today.
Yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see who gives him the chop out, won't it, in the ruck there for the Big Frenchman. As Driscoll taps it. Murray, kick off the ground, was clever. Or Mark Lou had to get out of trouble there early. Newton was good. Floated the handball nicely to Will Leach. Leach kicks the ball to the game. 100 gamer, Sammy Hargraves. Oh, he had time to just rip a little short one into the guts of Allison there, and that's okay. There was no harm. Right under the nose, umpire Clint Harvey. He was happy with it. Hargraves pumps it long, half forward. Driscoll! He's not tall, but he took a very good mark. Too far out. There's no one in the goal square, but Driscoll was not aware of that. Big Timmy Hanna's running back. I reckon he might even go to the barrel here, Bobby.
Well, as we saw in the seconds, Robbie, the barrel was the order of the play. I reckon as he passed off, beautiful pass.
To Jakey O'Brien, and Jakey O'Brien will shoot from about 45 metres out directly in front.
He was having set shots before the start of the game and did miss one. So
Jake?
Jake. He was having some nice kicks to goal here in front of us. So this will be no problems with him in regards to distance or accuracy, particularly with a wet, slippery ball.
Loves a gold and doesn't mind sharing it when he does kick a gold. Jake O'Brien, he's a Sade, a smooth operator. He comes in, kicks it from right on 50. He hooked it, he's pulled it, and he's got it through for a minor score. Jake O'Brien, who lowered his colours in a goal-kicking competition with Lockie Gaffney on Thursday night, and the bet was dinner.
Oh, some inside info there from Robbie McKinley.
Very
good.
For the Wang Motor Group. Dan, what's our standout stat at the moment, mate, on that 40-wing stat sheet?
Well, I feel like Lavington are dominating the game, but it's still 3 inside 50s apiece, so it's still more even than it actually looks out there.
Allison bursts onto the ball here, got a loose hand pass out. Ross Garrell came off his foot. Then Gaston goes in as well. Ball at the bottom of the pack. Tim Hanna tried to pick it up. He got reefed off it. And the umpire's going to call this, and we're going to have a stoppage. So on the flank, on the outer side, favouring the Evans Street end. Ball goes up in the air. Hannah got a hand to it.
Gee whiz.
Hello, hey.
Wasn't Amory set up on there. Big Noah. Gaston. Here's Bevan. Hurley on the boots, so the Panthers get yet another entry here. Oh, Jack Driscoll went to ground, just lost his footing. Cook, nice handball out to Willis. Hurried one forward, and the Panthers have taken a mark through McLeod.
That was so clever by Connor Willis. He saw the pressure coming towards him, so he got it on the boot as quick as he possibly could and kicked it to a little bit of space where the Lavington player was Johnny on the spot there. He was in a fantastic position, young Judd McLeod, who was a late call-up for Ben Ashley Cooper, who we believe got called up to the VFL duties. But just a quick one, Drew Bevan, and it looks like Chris Annetts is doing a dual job on Sam Murray.
Judd McLeod here to try and give the Panthers their third, and that one's gone right and through for one behind. So 14 plays 6 here on the game traffic and contracting scoreboard. The Panthers up, and we've gone 10.5 for Macca's first term, Dan.
Yeah, and it's, not great kicking at the moment for Lavington, but the one thing that is a real positive is their 4 inside 50s. They've managed to get 3 marks inside 50 as well, so in this weather, that's worth its weight in gold.
Allison plays on and kicks it to Murray, who gets up, leaps up high so he can take the ball on the chest. Kicks it to Paul, the ice cream. That's true centre half back. He'll go to the far side of the ground. Gerrish is hanging around the crumbs here, and it might fall the way of Jack Gerrish now. He swoops on it. Oh, that's almost a good pickup. Low to the ground. Hovering over the ball was their young Harvey Corral in his first game. He couldn't pick up. He's done okay, though. The Rovers still in the hunt here. Boundary line looms. It's true centre wing. It's right underneath that scoreboard, which shows Lavington 2-2-14 leading Wang Rovers 1 straight 6.
You had to work hard there, mate, didn't you? The ball was slippery and they were picking it up and they weren't picking it up. But, it's on for young and old here. The competition's nice and tight out there at the minute.
Gerrish got a nice handball out. Catapan couldn't pull it in. Allison. Gerrish goes again. Whistle.
Holding.
And the kick going to the Rovers here as Jack goes right out wide, picks up Shane Gaston. Just left of centre wing on the far side. Low drilling ball. Oh, nicely done by Nick Newton. Just chipping in front of Mark Lew to steal the ball for the Panthers. So they're on their half back here. Opening term brought to you by A-Grade Oils and Batteries, 15663E. O&M Live, round 14. The Rovers and the Panthers. Strong up the line from Nick Newton. Bevan got swung around. There's Costello. Good tackle by Carell. Brought him to ground. And the umpire is going to call this. So again, another ball up on the flank, favouring the Evans Street end far side, Bobby.
That was a great clearing kick by Nick Newton. He travelled every part of 55 metres, and he's one of those players that we penciled in at the start of the game to have a real big day. So he started quite well at the moment, Nick Newton.
There's young Carell again. Just a nice little 1-2 involvement with the handball, with Ledger and big Timmy Hanna. Hands on the footy, couldn't hold it in. Far side of the ground, Panthers lead at 14-6. Ball in dispute, just slightly into attack for the Panthers here. Now there's a whistle. I think, is it going to be a free kick? No, he's going to throw the ball up here. The umpire, as Hanna taps the ball towards Costello, who applies the tackle immediately to his opponent. And again, we're going to see another ball up. Dan, on the 40-wing stats, have you got anything that might make me go, wow?
Oh, well, a couple of good, really early possession getters. Sam Catapan's up to 4 disposals, young Xavier Allison up to 3, and Sam Murray. So their main ball winners are really hot early.
We'll give Murray another one. He's kicked out of bounds on the full.
That is a long way over there. That is just short of the Hume Highway.
And how was the wow factor on those stats, Robbie?
Lacked a W or two in it, to be honest.
We'll be going 5 minutes and differential.
Cook's taking a mark. Down forward, 40 out here, far side Evans Street end. Gee, they started well, Bobby, the Panthers.
That was off the back of a Nick Newton 50-metre pass again. That's twice or 3 times in the last minute or two that he's actually got his hand on the footy and kicked the ball a long way.
Goes short. Cut off. Well done by Noah Amory, coming through like a steam train. Cook picks it up again. Has a shot on goal. It's going. It's going. He's got it. Gee, that's a good goal. That's a steer line goal of the day. Impressive in this weather. And they go to 20. Cook's got a double. The Rovers 6 on the game traffic and contracting scoreboard.
Yeah, what a finish by Cook there, and the celebration as well. Both goals he's kicked, he's been very overzealous with the celebrations, but a really hot start by Lavington as well. 5 inside 50s, 4 marks inside 50, so they're potent going in. Nick Newton's been really good at a centre half back. He's up to 3 disposals on the 40-wing stat sheet. Shawnee Driscoll, Jack Costello, and Jake O'Brien getting involved as well. So super positive start for Lavington, and it's shown on the scoreboard.
He's just a great addition to the side, Cookie. He's coming off that bad injury from last year. He just adds enthusiasm, just a bit of spunk to the whole side. He gets around everyone. Now, over the footy hill, there might be a free kick there to Amory. Elijah, he's not going to get it. Now, Jason Rain spotted something here, and he's been incorrect disposal.
Yep.
Against Kai Williamson.
That's 2 great efforts by Critter and Nets there. You laid the first tackle, then backed up and got another tackle and got the free kick. Fantastic.
High up and under. Sammy Hargraves decided against going that one. I think he heard a voice, but the trouble is it was the opposition. It was Xavier Allison who said, leave it, Sammy, and he did that. Williamson or Mark, he thought about dishing a handball off the Brody Philo, and he fought against it. Half back for the Rovers. They trail by 14 points. God, good mark. Jesse Hart, strong. A Mawson's concrete player of the day contender. The young fellow read it well, Lukey's. He pumps it to half forward for Lavington.
Here goes Jesse Robbie. That's right, to the half forward flank. Hands went up. Sam Hargrave with a quick one out of the pack. Osterhoff down there with McQuaid in a one-on-one. Well, coming in nicely was McLeod. Gets a high ball up. Hands to the pack. Over the back it comes. Rovers defence working overtime in the opening term. And Xavier Allison takes it across the line. So 21 plays 6 now on the game traffic and contracting scoreboard. We're going close to 16 in the first term for Maccas. Here's Robbie McKinlay for the Wang Motor Group.
Are you taking Allison's stats, Dan Vaccaro?
I am, Robbie. He's up to 5 disposals on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Yep, there you go. Good work, Dan. Ledger, little chipping kick. Mark Lou had to come a long way down the ground, and he was unable to hold on to a very tricky half volley that has spooned it out over the boundary line. Boundary throw in, 21-6. That's on the game traffic and contracting scoreboard. And the Macca's time clock, Lukey Francis, we've gone around about 16 and a half minutes. Lavington lead 21-6.
Very good, Robbie. So just over the halfway mark in this first term. There's Murray getting out to Philo. Left foot up the line, bouncing ball towards their half forward flank. And ball comes out here on Gaston, just went beyond him. And then getting there was Ely down low, out to Allison here. And he goes down the line, very wide out on their half-forward flank here, the Rovers coming over the top. Mark Lou. Ball has gone out of bounds. Dan, I'll get the leading possession getter for each team on our 40-wing stat sheet.
Yeah, well, it's Xavier Allison for Wangaratta Rovers. He's up to 6 disposals. And for Lavington Panthers, the only player that's over the 3 disposals is Nick Newton on 3.
Oh, geez, something's going on over there.
Oh, yes. Butler and Sam Murray are involved in a bit of a scuffle. Sammy Murray's gone down just at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that one, Bobby.
Yep. Gatto's remonstrated as well.
And Gatto now's having a bit of a stash on. So interesting stuff. Paul's a chance here. Oh, well intercepted by Darcy Smith. Kick off the ground by Ross Garrell was okay, but Tommy Boyd all on his own at half back. He'll have plenty of time to eventually pick up the ball. He does. Now he straightens up, runs through the centre of the ground, kicks it towards half forward from behind. Oh, up was Newton. Couldn't hang on to it. Amory was there. Newton again. He'll pump this long. Raking drop punt to half forward. Darcy Smith couldn't hold on to it. Sammy Hargraves does. Kick on gold. It's sitting top of the goal square. Rooster did very well. Darcy Smith couldn't grab a tricky low ball. Allison was there. Smith was there again. Knocked it out towards Jack Driscoll. Just inside forward 50 for the Lavington Panthers. It'll be a free kick for a high tackle. It'll go the way of Jack Driscoll. They lead 21-6 the Panthers.
They're 60 out at the moment, kicking towards the Evans Street answer. Here goes Jack. Oh, just fumbled. That was disappointing play, and now they're in trouble here on the arc of the 50. The Rovers win it back. Robbie McKinlay's lost it.
Oh,
Here's
Jack.
Dylan Stone going out towards centre wing on the far side.
He went
and
to
the
do...
ball has gone out of bounds, Robbie.
He
Pick
went to
yourself
do the
up off
dummy.
floor.
Broken, Robbie.
He went to do the dummy. He held the ball out in one hand. It slipped out of his hand, poor old Jack, and then he was all sorts of bother.
Play within your limitations in the wet weather.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Butler's got it back down the line here for the Panthers over the back. Allison, hasn't he been prominent early? And then the ball has gone out of bounds. This time, just outside 50, 60 around from goal at the Evans Street end far side.
Yeah, Sammy Murray in back play there doing a lot of chatting with the umpire at the moment, Bobby.
Yeah, there was a Rovers play got downed after the kick by Adam Butler, and Sam Murray came in and remonstrated with Butler, and then two other Lavington players come in, and also there's three under one there at one stage, and the next thing you see Sam Murray lying on the ground. So a lot to look at there and a lot to unfold. So Sam Murray's been involved in a lot of off-the-ball incidences so far today.
So Ledger kicked it across to Garish. Garish got it on to Tommy Boyd, who's now gone into defence, which I like better. Kick to half forward. Has a chance here for Amory. It was Elijah for the Wang Rovers. McCarthy's there for Wang Rovers. Gee, that's a good pickup. He'll shoot from 45 out. Kick was errant. Mark Lou put in a good lead, but the ball went the other side. Spooner was there. Shoveled it towards Jakey O'Brien. Spooner went back in for another lick at the ice cream, but he couldn't control it. It's gone out over the boundary line. 20 around from the Wangaratta Rovers behind posts. They trail 6-21. We've gone right on 20 minutes, would you believe, on the Macca's time clock. Lukey?
Yeah, Robbie, we're going to have a ball in here. In the pocket, the netball caught in, far side. Let's have a look. Ball comes over the back. There's Amory, Elijah. Thought he caught one high. Umpire said play on. Newton trying to barge through the pack. Lewis just puts up a high ball. That one floating out of bounds. And the Panthers are going to get it back. Bobby, what have you made of the first term so far thanks to...
Well, there's been a lot of attention. I'm stating obviously a lot of attention Murray and to try and quell his influence on the game through their stoppers in Drew Bevan and also Chris Annetts. And I'm not sure whether he's responded the best way he possibly can, Sam. He just seems a bit flustered and he seems to be involved in a lot of other stuff. But Lavington have certainly come to play with a game plan.
Williamson thumps it back in. Oh, getting up high, Murray, and he's taken it.
Great
nice
grab.
mark. So Mawson's Concrete, play of the day from Sammy, being able to take it in the forward pocket here for the Rovers.
It was a strong grab, wasn't it? From
It was
leader.
a strong grab. There's a little bit of remonstration there. I think the Rovers play...
So he'll get to a few people here, Sam, if he kicks this. He's been paid 50 here. So he's going to be taken right to the line. And there's a few mouthing off. Sam Hargrave is having words with Sam Murray. Anyway, Sam's going to get a goal out of this, and I reckon he'll stir a few Panthers up, Bobby.
Yeah, I think he just encroached on the protected area there at the shot on goal, so therefore the 50-metre penalty...
Where's the ball?
Looks like Sam's got to jump the fence and get his own ball.
Where is the ball?
It's gone over the back, because Sam's had a shot at goal. Hang on. I think Butsy might have... Butsy and Sam Murray just going through what happened over on the far side, I think. So
the water boy has got to go over almost into the HP bar reserve fence and grabs it. Nice drop punt,
that's
too.
a nice
Have
drop
a look at
punt.
that.
That's a beauty. Right on the button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So Sam Murray to have a shot here. Netball caught in. He'll pop it over the man on the mark, which is Adam Butler.
Well, don't go anywhere, mate. You're going to have to go and get the ball again. He's just realised it.
Yeah, he has too. There goes Sam Murray. Strolls in and kicks his first of the game for the Rovers. And a bit of feeling in this one at WJ Finlay, Bobby.
Certainly is, and Lavington are playing for their season, so they've got to turn up today with something, some spunk and some fight, and four massive midfielders out of their side. They need to come with a game plan that Rovers aren't going to be ready for, and that's putting some time into Sam Murray and also moving the ball nice and quick. I love the ball getting into hands of Nick Newman and the type that can kick the ball a long way. Jesse Hart, they kick the ball a long way, so I love that look about them.
We'll get around the grounds very shortly for a round for Wangaratta Mazda. Dan Vaccaro is just going to go to his nice little iPhone there. For next opportunity, we'll update you with all the other scores in round 14 today. As a free kick's going to go the way of Finn Osborne in the middle of the ground. He's got an option to go to Garish. He ignores him. Gee, I reckon it was a good option. He kicks the ball just inside forward 50, floating across. Not for the first time today. A Mawson's Concrete player of the day from Jesse Hart. And pumps the ball long to centre wing. Tim Hanna's there. Over the back, Darcy Smith. Quick, smart thinking. Dribble to kick. The Rooster on his own there in the forward 50 with Jace McQuaid. Now they feed the ball back out to Tommy Boyd, and Tommy Boyd with great poise and vision kicks the ball wide, and Catapan can't quite drag it in. Right underneath the scoreboard, which shows Lavington 21, Wang Rovers 12 for Wangaratta Mazda Group, Dan Vaccaro.
Around the grounds for Wang Mazda Group, Yarrawonga 27 to Coral Rutherglen 7, Murderford 0 all in that contest. Don't know if the scoreboard's been updated. North Albury 7 to Albury 9, and this game we've got here 2 goals 0, 12 to Lavington 3-3-21.
That's right. That's on the Gain Traffic and Contracting scoreboard. First turn brought to you by A-Grade Oils and Batteries here at WJ Finlay. Here's Spooner trying to come off half-back for the Panthers. Got brought down as he took his kick. Dylan Stone meets a Panther out there, which is McRae, and we're going to have a ball in here, left of centre wing on the far side.
Wodonga and Wodonga Road is down?
Yeah, it hasn't been updated.
Okay, mate. Thank
the
you very much.
scoreboard is down.
I just thought Wodonga might have been getting beaten. You weren't going to give up the score.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Highly controversial.
Okay.
Yeah, there's Allison. Driscoll was after him.
He's done it before.
O'Brien, that's interesting. Then Allison.
Repeat offender.
As he goes down the line here to the half-forward flank, McCarthy wide out. Ball fisted out of bounds by Oscar Lyons, and we will have another boundary throw-in on the flank here.
Yeah, it's been a really good quarter by Wang Rovers. They're up to 10 inside 50s, 4 marks inside 50s. Sorry, apologies for Lavington. And Wangaratta Rovers have only had the 6 inside 50. So behind the 8 ball a little bit, Rovers.
Good comeback there, Dan. Another premiership cricketer from Lavington there, Oscar Lyons, of course. A duel now. Philo chips at it, kicks it towards McCarthy, who is, in cricket terms, clean bowled. Lost off stump. And it'll be thrown in again. Loving those cricket connotations, are you, Bob?
Not really. We're at the football.
Okay. Oh, well, you love both. Oh, it's not bad from you. You're heading down to Melbourne tomorrow to talk business. Talking a bit of business.
That's tomorrow.
A bit of cricket. That's all right. Well, let's worry about today. Gaston, the Frenchman, taps it towards... Now, Hart's going to make room here, but the ball won't sit. Big chance here. Kick on goal. Was it Osborne? Low. That's a good grab again by Jesse Hart.
Good slips catch.
Oh, there's another good... Yeah, like it. Justin Lewis is the one that kicked it in, and a very good mark taken there by Jesse Hart. Here you go, Mr. Francis.
Good on you, Robbie.
Oh!
Big mark from Aiden Cook. A Mawson's Concrete, a mark of the day.
The monster.
Big cookie.
Up and about.
On the half-back flank, and here he goes, Aiden. And a nice kick too to Truce in the wing. Oh, well done by Tim Hanna. Just to get rid of Tom Boyd. Bobby's telling him to go fast as he goes inside 50 here, Evans Street end. Nice hand, Sam Hargrave. Good ball movement here from the Panthers. Now, Sam's too far out to score, I reckon, with the wet ball.
Chance. Slight chance.
He's never been low in confidence, Sammy Hargraves, that's for sure. He'll back himself in. But the thing about that passage of play, Jesse Hart kicked the ball 50 metres out to Cookie. Cookie kicked the ball 50 metres down to Timmy Hanna, and he's rolled in and played on really quickly. 3 massive long kicks. We spoke about this about 3-4 weeks ago with a wet game, Lukey.
Sam Hargrave, 55 out as Alex Marklue is making his way to the bench, so that's interesting here. Here goes Sam. I tell you what, he's got onto that. That is going and going. I reckon he's got that.
It's hit the post.
No, it's a goal.
Hit the post.
It hit the post.
Yeah,
it's a goal.
No, it's not.
Umpire's conference down here.
Definitely hit the post from where I was sitting, I think.
Well,
they're referring it.
Yeah.
Goal umpire and field umpire.
Interesting.
In a very serious conversation as the goal umpire goes back to his line. Yeah, 1 point.
Yeah. That's a right call.
Oh, gee. That was just unbelievable stuff.
Right decision.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Pick myself up off the canvas here.
Yeah. Well, and that's what teamwork will do, Lukey. The way they combine there, I thought they got the right result.
You didn't have your glasses on.
And they had the sense of theatre as well, too. The goal umpire was fantastic to see.
Young eyes. Young eyes.
I'm not sure if they thought it was a kookaburra fell out of the tree and hit the ball, but that smashed into the goalpost.
Lee Matthews style.
So now, we'll get Alex Marklue leaving out. Now, he went into this ground carrying an injury. There's no doubt about that. That was the info I got, boys, pre-game.
Yeah, he looked a bit ginger last week.
And we may not see a lot more of Alex Marklue at the moment. So we'll get Bobby Jackson, who's not down on the boundary today. No. He's doing the boundary, but he's doing it from up here in the warm commentary box.
Giving away secret.
Which is sceptical at times. Over the footy there was Catapan. Couldn't pick it up. And now this time Philo does. Drives it to half forward. A fist from behind. Spina read the ball well. He's going to have to get onto it quick and make a move. He's got a couple of... He's got Amory and McCarthy around him, and he decides he'll run it towards the boundary line, does John O'Spina. What are we going here, Lukey? Nearly 28 minutes. Couldn't be too much more time left in this one.
Just on Alex Markley, Lois, I'm just watching him down on the boundary. He's had problems with the knee for the last little period, and it looks like the trainers are really concerned about his knee there at the moment.
10-point margin to the Lavington Panthers at the moment. 3-4-22 plays, 2 straight 12 on the game traffic and contracting scoreboard. Yeah, right on the quarter time break, you'd feel, as Robbie said, working up towards the 29-minute mark. And there it is. And that score will remain the same for the quarter time break. 22 plays 12 in favour of the Lavington Panthers at quarter time. And that wraps up a very interesting quarter. We'll get to a break here on O&M Live. And remember, on O&M Live, you will not miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community services? Maybe caring for animals through veterinary science? With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. .0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury-Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Panthers 3-4-22, leading by 10 points over the Wang Rovers 2 straight 12. We're going to go straight down to ground level and catch up with Bobby Jackson.
Yeah, boys, I've got assistant coach here and recently inducted Hall of Famer Matty Pendergast. The boys come to play today, mate. What was the game plan? It seemed pretty simple.
Yeah, simple, mate. It's pretty putrid conditions, obviously, so just keep it simple and have a crack. They've trained well all week. They're dirty on last week's effort against Myrtleford late, so they've bought their A game, but it's just about sustaining it now.
Thanks for that, Matty.
Very good. Bobby Jackson on ground level. Rightio, Dan will grab the Cavalier Homes quarters best for the opening term here.
Thank you, Lukey. For Wangaratta Rovers, it was none other than Xavier Allison from on. He had 8 disposals. It was a really pivotal part in that defence as well. And also Sam Catapan was also really solid in the engine room for Rovers. For Lavington, I thought the boys in defence were fantastic. Jesse Hart and Nick Newton were both great that quarter. But the man for me, Aiden Cook, he kicked 2 goals and was a present up on that high centre-half forward area as well. So Cookie was fantastic that quarter.
It's exactly what they need, Robbie, don't they? They need someone to help Tim Oosterhoff out. They need another goal kick of the Panthers.
You know, it's interesting. We've seen Sammy Hargraves take a big mark inside forward 50. We've seen already Timmy Hanna got a clunk cookie. And it's just all helping them out here. Darcy Smith's been dangerous. If Jakey O'Brien and Shawnee Driscoll come into it here, it's sort of got the makings of a dangerous side. When you consider what they've got out today, you can see why Lavington have had troubled sides during the year. But Matty Pendergast just said to Bobby Jackson, they've got to maintain it. They've come out. It looks like they were a side that's dirty on their performance last week.
Yeah, for sure. They got a really underrated list, and Shawnee Driscoll's just been injected into the engine room as well, which is always good to see.
Very good. So a 10-point lead here at the start of the second term in favour of the Lavington Panthers. We're almost set for the second term. It's brought to you by Jayco, Aubrey Wodonga, and here is Robbie McKinlay.
Yeah, Gaston and Driscoll. Jack Driscoll tapped it to Shawnee Driscoll to start the quarter. Paul was clean bowled. Here's a chance now for Darcy Smith. Shimmied, shaked, clever, outside of the boot. Kicks it downfield it'll be, and it's called by Jason Rain, and it'll be Tim Hanna will take the free kick. And I reckon Timmy Hanna might move out of the road and there might be just a sharper opera. Here he is. Jakey O'Brien. This is so clever. Jakey O'Brien's going to be now been identified as the man to take this kick.
He's ran from
a long way back, Bobby. Jakey O'Brien was 45 metres from this incident, and this is smart operator. Jake O'Brien never let a chance go by. It was a great song by Bob Hudson in the 70s.
Bobby Hudson.
The Newcastle song. And here he is. O'Brien will run around here and screw it over his left shoulder. Here he goes. Jake O'Brien. Bang! Jakey has missed. No. Oh, he was celebrating a bit early. And it's a minor score. Chance miss. 3-5-23 Lavington Rovers. 2 straight 12. Jaco Aubrey on this quarter.
That's exactly the same spot that he was having his shots at pre-match. He was kicking them left, right, and he didn't miss. But at the quarter-time break, just to back to that, Tim Sanson had one particular group, and he just mentioned be smart, be simple, keep it simple, keep the ground skinny. So they've got a plan that they believe will work here today. Yeah,
Brodie Paul and also Corby Robertson. Bit of argy-bargy here at the top of the 50 paint, Robbie.
Oh, away you go. We'll get back to it.
All right. Here comes Allison from the fullback position. Nice kick out to Sam Murray. Tried to put the foot down. Bevan had him. Here's Catapan. Swings around. Corby Robertson brought him to ground. Pressure's good here for the Panthers. The start of his second term. Ball right out wide on the flank here. Whistle. And this one is going to Lions.
No Alex Mark Clue back on the ground yet either, lads. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Okay, ball goes in from the Panthers. A good entry here down towards the pocket. McQuaid came over the top. There's Hanna. Ball just goes off the ground. Sean Driscoll tried to pick it up and have a snap. Hanna, Tim, that one going through for one behind. So 24 plays 12 here on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. We're in the second term, and we have gone 2.5 for Maccas.
I reckon that was easy to miss by Tim Hanna then.
Loving's first 2 shots on goal were 2 goals straight. Since then, they've kicked 1 goal 6. And this is, we know it's a bit of a recurring theme. They do miss opportunities. Now, Sammy Murray, a little short chipping kick, finds Dylan Stone, who Cookie puts him into a little bit of a hold. O'Brien and Bevan, good shepherd by Cook. He gave the handball to Murray, then he provided the shepherd, intercepted by Nick Newton, who's playing some sort of game. The boy from Henty. And he kicks the ball a long way. from behind. Cook gave his opponent a shake and a push. Darcy Smith, kick off the ground. Boyd runs through, trapped it very nicely. Just an old mongrel punt towards centre wing. Newton was there. Fish from behind. Annette was good. Bevan gathered. Handball to Annette. Building the Panthers. Hurried suicide kick inside forward 50. And they got the numbers there, and Allison does well for a relieving handball back to Tommy Boyd.
He does, and Boyd comes out of defence off through the hands of Amory. Annette just fires it back in for the Panthers off through the hands of Darcy Smith. Garish out the back and then goes to Catapan. So they hold up on this occasion, the Rovers. McCarthy had a bite at it. Here's Dylan Stone back into the Rovers team this week. Picks it up just in front of Willis and gets it out the back. Now with Garish to Stone. So a myriad of handballs here. Then on to Catapan, left foot high ball. That one's going out of bounds on the full here, you'd reckon. Yep, and the Panthers are going to win it here. True centre wing on the far side, Dan.
Yeah, we saw it last week. I know I was at the game at Albury. They are lacking energy, Rovers. Lavington Panthers are outworking them. They're out-pressuring them. Early concerns for Rovers.
Towards half forward for the Panthers now. Sitting under it was Sammy Hargraves. His tackle's a bit high. And a free kick will go the way of Allison. Stats for Allison, 40 winks, please, Daniel.
He's up to 12 disposals.
Nice work from almost the bald-headed warrior, but Matty Kelly's our true bald-headed warrior in this competition. Dill Stone has it, chips it across the ground, finds Brody Fowler. That's a good kick. Oh. Went through the middle of the ground, found Paul. Paul thought about a handball. Now he decides to kick to half forward. One-on-one contest here. Nice work from behind there by Campbell McRae. Stayed over the footy. Well done, young McRae. Held it up long enough. Now's a chance here for the Rovers. Dylan Stone spots the chance. He kicks it to the middle of the ground. Finds Garish. He likes to run from here. Garish, low burning kick into half forward. McCarthy was there. Couldn't have an impact on it. Newton was good. Handball went back to Costello. High kick, floats it towards the half back. Kick off the ground was safe and secure there for the Lavington Panthers. Will be a boundary throw in just into attack for the Wangaratta Rovers. They trail 12-24. That is on the C&V Truck and Bus scoreboard. Here is Luke Francis.
Yeah, second turn for Jaco Aubrey-Wodonga. We get a boundary throw in. Right of centre wing on our broadcast side. As the Panthers try to bring it off half back. Willis going down. Catapan just plays on and thumps it forward here. Ball over the back. Spina got a fist to it. Goes again up against Mark Lou. Ball's gone out of bounds here in the pocket at the Evans Street End broadcast side, Bobby.
There's certainly desperate energy about the way Lavington Panthers are going about it today. They just seem to be working really, really well as a collective in the defensive 50, and when the ball's moving forward, they're desperate to get a score on the board. They just need to make the most of their opportunities because I think they're controlling the footy a lot better than what the Rovers are at the moment.
12-point lead to the Panthers. Catapan working so hard. Jack Driscoll tried to get it out of there. There's Ross Garrell with a clearing ball, but it's going to be coming back. Cam Chamberlain taking a mark for the Rovers. About 70 out. He fires it back in. Gave it some air. Alex McCarthy down there. Lyons tried to get him. Stone plays on. Left foot snap. Oh, well done. Panthers just holding up on that last line through Jesse Hart.
Yeah, he's done well again, young Hart. And the kick's a beauty. Dill Cook, Aiden Cook, gave him an opportunity and presented himself. Took a good chest mark. Kicks it back to the middle of the ground. Philo couldn't have it. Driscoll, Shawnee, over the footy. Got through one, got through two. Handball it back to the Rooster. Rooster over the ball. Was tackled, not going anywhere. And right on true centre wing, interchange bench side of the ground. We have gone almost 7 minutes on the Macca's time clock, and it's going to be a ball up on centre wing. Driscoll looks at Gaston, and Gaston taps it straight to Chris Annette. Left foot kick, finds ground. Might find 30 or 40 metres in the end. It's all valuable. Paul knocked over by Cook.
Sloppy.
And he said he pushed it. He was. Bobby Jackson.
That was a bit sloppy there, but Lavington seem to be playing a more direct style of play today. They're kicking the ball long whenever they get the opportunity, and Rovers just seem to like to want to keep finessing the ball, so they just got to be careful with that.
Ross Garrell, Gaston brings him to ground. The umpire to have it here, just adjacent to our broadcast spot. Dan, how are we going on that 40-wing stat sheet now, mate?
Yeah, well, still Lavington dominating the contest, 5 inside 50s to 2 this quarter, so really hot start again from the Panthers.
Murray off the ground, just bounces inside the chalk. Ball out of bounds. True centre wing on our broadcast side.
Dan, question, do you give a stat for that kick?
I do, yes.
Good.
Off the ground.
I'm glad to hear that, because that was about a 20-metre carry.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, off the ground is counted as a stat, but there is some debate around it.
Hey, you don't have to justify your move, mate.
Thank you, Robbie.
And picking up valuable yards in these conditions,
Yes,
Sir Robert.
yes.
There's Murray. Goes again. Just got his kick away. Border half forward. Oh, gee, there's some players around the pill here. Here's Osborne and Allison going after it. Darcy Smith joins the contest. Burns onto it. Then just kicks it to space. Out to turf. Chamberlain after Smith goes again.
That was a great play.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
And ball out of bounds on the far side.
Yep. Kick and chase.
Very basic game plan, Lavington, whereas the Wang Rovers, they would just want that extra handball and extra disposal to give their player an opportunity, where sometimes the ball 50 metres down the ground is a better option for them.
Gee, that's a good throw in. Fantastic in these conditions. He's going to get another chance to throw it back in again, I think. He will. What are you looking at, Bob? Didn't you like that throw in?
No, it's not that hard, mate.
Hey, I think it's been one of the things that we've seen them struggle a bit. Sometimes the ruckmen are not reading the throw-ins as much as anything. That one was a bit flutter. Oh, well, there you go.
News out of Bunton Park as well.
Yes.
Elliot Power suspected neck injury. The game was stopped for about 6 minutes as well, so we hope he's all right. Elliot Power, never like to hear that.
Yeah, hold on to your hat there. All right, boundary throw-in again, Lukey Francis. 24-12, Lavington lead Rovers. 9 minutes gone, second quarter for Jaco.
Let's have a look out there, Robbie. Here's Dylan Stone breaking away for the Rovers and then gets it on to Ely. Low ball going inside forward 50. Ends up with Alex McCarthy. Over the top now to Elijah Amory. On to Noah Amory. Short hand pass. Or Newton got brought to ground. And the Panthers will receive a free kick. So Nick Newton deep in defence here at the Evans Street end for the Panthers. Comes to Jake O'Brien. In their back pocket. Broadcast side.
Too cute again there, Rovers.
Jake tries to pick out a net. Gets him now. Chris just thumps it forward. That's wet weather footy. That's good. Into the hands of Darcy Smith. Forward flank wide out. Broadcast side. He wants to square it up to Ross Garrell. Gets him. Now this is the entry here. This one's got to be clean. In they go. And the Panthers. Jack Driscoll goes to ground. Oh, trying to go off the ground was McLeod. Brody Paul's over it. Aiden Cook is down there. And it looks like we're going to have a stoppage, are we? Play goes on. Umpire not calling it. Garish now brought to ground, and the umpire in green finally calls a stoppage. 20 out at the netball court end.
Darcy Smith's a bit of a live wire in that forward 50. He's really a target for them, and he's providing a real spark here for the Lavington Footy Club.
Yeah, good shout, Bobby. So the Rovers, Catapan leads the chase to the ball, but he's got a little bit too much on that initial kick off the ground, and it will be thrown in 35 metres around from the Wangaratta Rovers goal. They trail 12-24. We've gone almost 11 minutes here in the second quarter, which is for Jaco Albury-Wodonga. The Rooster from behind made a contest. Dylan Stone got rid of it somehow. The handball shoveled backward by Noah Amory to Catapan. Sorry, Garish. Garish kicks it towards John O'Spina, who takes a really good mark between half forward and centre wing for the Lavington Panthers, and he'll drive them deep again, Lukey.
He certainly will. Here they go, Robbie. Oh, good mark by Shane Gaston. 40 out from the Rovers' own goal. And out wide he goes to Catapan. How many now, Dan, for 40 wings?
Sam Catapan, 13 disposals.
To Sam Murray. Then on to Mark Lou, who's a long way from home. Gets the ball out the back to Sam. Tries to take on Spina. And the ball has gone out of bounds.
I think you've hit the nail on the head, Divac. The Rovers just seem to be lacking a little bit of spark, a little bit of run, a little bit of energy, and if they're not careful, Lavington might just catch them unawares here, so they need to wake up real quick.
Yeah, next goal really big in this game as the ball just gets tricky and tricky to handle. O'Brien, look at that for a little bit of class. Drives the ball to half forward. No, they was held there.
Yep.
The free kick's going to go the way of Charles Ledger. And he comes across the ground. It's a real racing name in Wangaratta, isn't it, Lukey? The Ledger name?
Yeah, you're right about that.
As Xavier Allison, chipping kick. Oh, a little bit of a fumble here. A chance here for the swoop for the Panthers. Connor Willis read it superbly. A little kick over the top. Chance here for Judd McLeod. Running towards goal. Outside of the kick. And I don't think he spotted Tommy Boyd there because that was never going to get over his head. Tommy Boyd marked. And he kicks it wide to Jack Garish.
Here they go, the Rovers. Yeah, that's right, Robbie. Johnny Ledger at Wang. Great racing family. The orange and the blue colours. And, of course, Brave Chief, one of their best ever. He was an absolute star. Ball out of bounds here, left to centre wing. We'll go to you, Dan, thanks to 40 Winks.
No, we'll go around the grounds
Oh,
for
gee.
Wangaratta Mazda, Wodonga Bulldogs 15 to Raiders 10, 42 to 8 between Yarra and Corowa in favour of Yarra, and North Albury 7 to Albury 22.
Very good. Gaston grabs it out of the ruck and just goes with a long one forward, a 40-metre kick. Ball gets out the back, whistle again. Now let's have a look here.
Lukey, still no score in the Myrtleford-Wangaratta game.
Okay, interesting, Robbie.
And we think that's a technical issue.
Yep.
Then again.
Whoa, jeez.
Nick Newton to centre wing through the hands of Sam Murray. Brodie Paul. Turn it over to Ross Garrell. Catapan tried to bring him down. He's at the bottom of the pack, gets it out. Garish. Costello with him. Spits one out. Whistle again.
Yep.
Over the shoulder.
Yep.
And Garish is going to win it.
He did, mate. He just got a little loose one there. Garish handballs to Sam Murray. Not a great handball. God, he put the coach under all sorts of pressure. And the Panthers are going to turn it over. Big Timmy Hanna pumps the ball long. Rooster from behind. Provide the contest. Judd McLeod kicks it. Now here's a chance for Sammy Hargraves. They're lining up everywhere here. Wonderful pick-up by Hargraves. Beautifully weighted kick. And Cook! Oh, crashing into the goalpost there was Jace McQuaid. For Wangaratta Rovers, Cookie tried the Harry Kane volley. It just had a little bit too much on it. Minus score, so another point to Lavy, 3-7-25. They lead Wang Rovers 2 straight, 12-10 scoring shots to 2, Luke.
Yeah, Robbie, and you caught it for the Wang Motor Group. A beautiful pickup from Sam Hargrave. Very nice. What's your best, Dan, on that 40-wing stat sheet?
Yeah, well, the dominance by Lavington Panthers, 9 inside 50s to 4 this quarter. So they are completely outplaying Rovers at the moment. Need to find some energy, Rovers.
Yeah. Bevan beyond him. His Amory. Noah gets it up. Nice one. To Catapan. Isn't he having a game, Sam? And then down the line he goes. Off Ross Garrell's chest. Tim Hanna came in. Oh, well met there by Elijah Amory. He's at the bottom of the pack. And the umpire is going to take control. Wide out on the flank here. Evans Street on the far side, Bobby.
That's a concerning stat that Divac just brought up for me. Lavington need to get more bang for buck out of their forward line entries. You know, 1 goal for 9 or 10 entries is not doesn't stack up and they'll be disappointed that they haven't got more goals on the board here. And really, it's only going to take 1 goal for Wang Rovers to be right back in amongst this.
It's almost going in the way of last week's game, Bobby, as well, between Albury and Wangaratta Rovers. So it's panning out that way very much so.
So it's got a little bit of delay. They lost the ball, I think. Umpire's looking for it. They cannot find the ball.
That's twice this day.
I'm not joking.
I think when the ball goes over the fence, the umpires aren't allowed to leave the field of play to get the ball.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's an insurance rule. I think it is.
There's
Robbie,
probably not enough
fined.
people at the game to go.
Oh, mate,
and
and the high vis over there, he's just taking his time. There he goes.
There it is.
This wasn't part of the deal when he paid his entry fee today.
No, I was just listening to race 6 at Caulfield.
I'd love to see him jump the fence and off he goes.
He's almost going backwards. He's going that slow.
There it is.
Now, that is one man you won't see at WJ Finlay again this season.
Yeah. Oh, that's for sure. And I said to the wife, I'm going to go down the footy. Didn't think I'd get a kick.
No, that's it.
Have a look at this.
What is he doing?
And he's in
Come
no
on,
hurry.
mate.
No, he's no hurry. He wants to be careful. He doesn't do a hammy
He said, "There you go. Have your bloody ball.
Yeah, have your ball back." And well, there you go. A little bit of a delay there.
Astonishing stuff.
Time off the clock, as they say in the classics. Ball does come back into play eventually. Spinning into trouble here. There's a bit of trouble. Got him. Yep. I think it was Will Leash who got caught. Now there's a little bit of a argy-bargy going on here. Jake O'Brien comes in, throwing his weight around. Well, he's not the most threatening character, Jakey O'Brien, but he was just doing his little bit.
Yeah, I feel as though he could have come back the other way instead of running back into traffic. He could have stopped and come out the front of the stoppage and get the ball moving forward out the other side of the WJ Finlay Oval there, and he ran into trouble. And there was a nest of Rovers there waiting for him. And as you can see, there's a free kick against him.
Gatto is taking a Dennis Lilly run up. Now he kicked 6 goals against Lavington last time he played, and he's only 20 metres out, but he's starting his run up from 50 metres. Gatto. So the only thing missing here is the Boxing Day chant of Lily, Lily, Lily.
It's been a build-up and a half, this one.
It is Gatto, yep. But it's his way he goes about it, Lukey. And here he comes, Gatto. He'll kick it from 30 metres out, and he's kicked it out of bounds in the full. Well, he snuck it in for a point.
Wow. Yeah.
So there we go. So it's been a funny old couple of minutes.
Yes.
A lot of time and not a lot of action.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, that's the first score this quarter for Wangaratta Rovers, and we've gone 17 and a half minutes.
Here goes Nick Newton from the fullback position. Evans Street end for the Panthers. A long one out of defence. Oh, Amory going in nicely there on McRae. Ball's gone out of bounds. Right of centre wing.
Yeah, it's been an interesting couple of minutes, as Robbie just touched on there. And Nick Newton, he's been in a really good game. He's up to 10 disposals on the 40-wing stat sheet for this game so far. So really good quarter from him.
Early contender for who knows? Our what do you call it? The hard ultimate fastest hard nut, is it? What do you got these days, boys?
This game of football's dragged the commentary level down as well.
McLeod now, he overran the footy. It's at centre wing. Now here's a chance. Shawnee Driscoll for a bit of class. Now, off to the races we go. Ball comes inside forward 50. Cook's there. Allison. Cook will go back and tackle. Good work by Ledger. Good work there by the Panthers, though. The kick comes out. A hurried kick towards centre wing. Clever tap, or was it? Now, this is going to be Connor Willis. Got to hear the voice. Trouble is, it was young Ely. His kick inboard to Frilo. Frilo goes down to McCarthy. McCarthy got a push in the back. He did.
I'm not sure it's in the back.
He did, Bobby. There was 2 hands in the back, I reckon. He handballs out off to Allison.
And away they go, the Rovers. And Allison sends it forward towards the arc. Good mark from Lewis. Let's have a look what Justin can do here. So he's 60 out, broadcast side, Evans Street end. Justin's eyes darting around. He goes very wide to Shane Gaston. He's picked him up. In fact, it's out on the full, Bobby.
He's marked that. He's marked that lining up from the canteen, two back from the front of the canteen there, and he's trying to claim it. The Frenchman. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, it was a wasted entry going forward. Here's a net. He thumps it back for the Panthers. Hannah takes the mark, uncontested. True half-back flank here. Broadcast side, Evans Street end. Let's see what Tim can do, and he goes with a high one. Sitting under this is Ledger. Osterhoff over the top. Through the hands of Sean Driscoll. McQuaid tried to dish it out the side. Here's Amory over the top of the ball. Having a crack at it was Catapan out to Philo. O'Brien brings him down. Hannah going again. And then Mark Clue. What's wrong, Bobby? Is everything okay?
That cannot be a handball if... Brody Fowler had his arm pinned to the side of him and he got rid of the football by hand. So that is not a handball.
Now, Hannah and Gaston are just wrestling each other. Butler applies the tackle. It could pull the wrong way there momentarily was umpire Clint Harvey. The free kick is going to go the way of Sam Catapan. How many stats for him, please, Dan?
He's up to 16 disposals.
Thank you very much. He kicks it deep into the forward 50. Comes away now. Snapped by Elijah Amory. It falls out of the hands. Jono Spooner is there for Lavington. Philo couldn't take it on the chest. Here's a bit of a go now. Osborne. Kick off the side of the boot was a Barry Crocker.
Deary, mate.
And out of bounds on the full it went. And it'd be fair to say the game just hasn't hit the heights yet in this quarter. 20 minutes in, and we're doing it for Jaco Albury-Wodonga.
Yeah, it's not exactly champagne O&M footy in the second term here.
But they're having a crack, aren't they?
They are. Stick with us.
And that's all we got to do in life, Luke.
That's right, Robbie. It's just
have a crack.
Sometimes it doesn't go your way.
Stuff it up every now and then, you just bounce back.
Get up off the canvas and get yourself back into the game.
Bloody oath.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Probably just went one too far there, Bobby, on O&M Live. As we get to half back and Jack Driscoll gets it out the back. My apologies.
No, you're on the money, Luke. Yeah. Old Forrest Gump here.
That's it.
He's running again tomorrow, Jack. I'll go drop him at the change station again.
Yeah, tell us about that, Bobby. You're going on a fun run.
Yeah, 10K fun run in Melbourne tomorrow. I try and find as many 10-kilometre fun runs.
Can't you find one a bit closer?
No. I travel all over Victoria and New South Wales chasing 10K runs.
You got a sponsor, Bob?
No.
Robbie's. Yeah, Robbie's, honey.
Unofficial sponsor.
Should be Vic Rail.
Has he fronted up any money?
I drop in now at the railway station every other hobo in Wangaratta. Darcy Smith kicks the ball across half forward. That's a good grab. That is a very good grab taken there by young, just lost his name there for a minute, Lukey Francis. Kicks out Warner. Yeah, Ely. It was young Ronnie Ely. Here goes Connor Willis. That was a bit... Now, that is a great example of ambition clashing with reality. They're trying to take a bounce. Advantage rule played here. Philo plays on quickly. McCarthy looks like he's labouring a bit there. I think that's the reason why he's played up forward. And that's Bobby Jackson. Just a bit of feedback there. The boundary ball's going to go back in here. It's a boundary throw in. True centre wing. 25-13. And it's just a little bit fiery in the box here.
Yeah, I didn't understand what he was doing there.
Yeah, it's not good for the game.
It was ridiculous.
Rightio.
All right. Well, let's take that one. Unpack that off air, boys.
That's right. Here's Lewis out the back, trying to pick it up at ground level. O'Brien.
That's the bike.
Oh, he's gone here. Williamson's got him.
That's
Pius
okay because
called it.
I'm not sure if he had any prior opportunity. The tackle was so darn good, Luke. It was too good.
Yeah, wrapped
you know
him
what I
up.
mean?
Yes, I do, Robbie.
No, you don't.
There goes Sean Driscoll. I was being polite.
You
Inside 50 here. Netball caught in.
no.
Out the back. Now Osterhoff's in a race here with Boyd. Here he goes, Tim. Right foot rolling towards goal. In fact, it's hit the behind post on the outer side. Netball caught in. And it will be caught out of bounds.
He played that beautifully, Rooster.
Yeah,
Absolutely
he did.
Played that beautifully. He let the ball get behind him, particularly with the greasy ball. He let that get into his space and then just needed to finish it off.
Just a little bit of inexperience from young McQuaid there too, just his positioning and body, but he'll learn from that. He got away with one there. Good tap there by the Rooster. Or Tommy Boyd. Look at that for an old-fashioned barrel straight up the guts to the centre of the ground. Timmy Hanna's just cleared a pack there. Kick off the ground was okay from Alex Marklew. Falls away of Nick Newton. Hands were good to Spooner. Now it's on to Jesse Hart. Hart's kick's going to be good, and it is, and it finds the Jack in the box. Jack Costello between half forward and centre wing, 25-13. Lavington lead. We've gone 23 minutes the second quarter. Here's Luke.
Good little player, Jack Costello. Try to get Driscoll. Robertson. Now here's Sean Driscoll trying to break through. Ball's knocked out of his hands. Noah Amory, smothered by Jack Driscoll. Noah goes again. Nice hand pass to Finn Osborne. Gets one to Gaston. Now the Rovers are away. Here they go to true centre half forward. Sam Murray tried to get rid of Butler, but it didn't work. Great mark by Adam. Yeah. And the Panthers at the moment lead 25-13 on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. We're in the second term. We've gone 24 for Maccas.
Gatto.
Deliberate as they come.
Like Thierry Henry, he's just socked off the ground. But there's no deliberate rule in this comp, is there?
There's got to be for that.
But there's not, though. Dan, you can't make up rules on the run. They don't play deliberate
at all
in regional footy. Okay. No, not generally. Every now and then.
Not generally.
But at special occasions, that wasn't one. And look, the Frenchman, he wasn't guilty.
You got to pick your special occasions,
Absolutely,
Dan.
and that wasn't one. As Philo kicks the ball inside forward 50. Low to the ground. Murray couldn't pick up on the first occasion. Had a swing and a miss on the second. And Jesse Hart is tackled to the ground. 70 metres out from the Wangaratta Rover Gold. They trail 13-25. We've gone 25 minutes. And there's been no goals kicked this quarter. It can't be going much longer, Luke. Can it?
No, Robbie, it couldn't. It couldn't possibly.
But who knows?
Here's Sam Murray. Butler after him. Sam, has he kept that in? No. The boundary umpire said, guys, I'll be having that.
He clipped his hip on the hot water tap in the change room. That was a giveaway.
Yeah. That's how wide it was.
So being 99% certain just means that you're 1% uncertain. Is that what you're trying to say?
And that leaves the door open.
It does. Okay, right.
Dan,
we're on the same page now.
Yep.
Give us something that makes sense.
Sam Catterpan
40 winks.
Playing very well. 10 disposals on the 40 wing stat sheet.
That is making sense. He's having a great day, Sam Catterpan.
Yep.
12-point margin
best on
here.
for Rovers.
Panthers up on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. Macca's time clock has gone 25, so we're getting close to half time here. Boundary umpire about to come in. We've got a lot of little tackers, haven't we?
Yeah, they do a great job. Look at this fella. He's got a weapon on arm on him.
That's a lovely technique.
Yep.
As he swings it in, broke even in the ruck contest. Stone was at the bottom. And there's been a holding free kick, and it's going to Dylan Stone. Sam Murray led very early. Stone goes back to the middle. Oh, the kick wasn't great. Here's Willis. Oh, Finn Osborne. Did he get him high?
He's pinged him.
Wow.
He pinged him.
Okay, well, that is interesting. Now, that's as hot as they've come this season, I reckon, Bobby.
Some call it interesting, some call it poor. That was a high tackle every day of the week, so he must have been just on the wrong side of the contest there, the umpire, because that was nothing but a high tackle on the Lavington play. He's quite obviously...
I reckon he might have got one lower too. We're two boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crown jewels.
The old Jats Crackers.
Okay. Noah Amory to have a shot here. This would put the Rovers within 6 to the Evans Street end. 35-40 out. Low driving kick. And he's going to pay. I thought that was touched on the line. Wow. Now that is
There's a lovely player down too, behind play.
No, that's the bloke who was in the tackle. That's Connor Willis, wasn't it? Who was tackled. He's the one that copped it in the you-know-where.
Yep.
And he was still down, even when they had that shot on goal.
So the Panthers lead at the long break, 25-19 on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard over the Rovers. We'll get to a break on OMFNL Live. And on OMFNL Live, you will not miss a thing.
Clear.
only one goal kicked that
What's
quarter.
your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community services? Maybe caring for animals through veterinary science? With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. .0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Total, and then that second quarter, if it wasn't for a goal on the siren, there would have been a scoreless quarter. So it hasn't reached any great levels, particularly after that second quarter. There's a lot of spite early doors, and it's sort of settled down a little bit. But there's as you get with these wet weather games, there's a little bit of niggle because of its contested nature. But at halftime, it's Lavington 3-7-25 to the Rovers 3-1-19. Goal kickers for Lavington, we've got multiples to Aidan Cook, who's kicked 2, and a single to Darcy Smith. And for the Rovers, we've got 1 to Dylan Stone, 1 to Sam Murray, and right on the siren, Noah Amory. So a low-scoring game, scrappy. Two distinctly different styles of play, where Lavington's trying to play direct and long as possible, whereas Rovers have still got that little bit of finesse about the way they play. Very impressed with the way that players like Nick Newton, Jesse Hart, and also I've just lost my... Shawnee Driscoll have gone about it in that first goal, particularly Jesse Hart and Nick Newton. They've kicked the ball particularly long down the line, and that's given the Lavington players further down the ground a better opportunity to do what they need to do to score a goal. So I think the inside 50s were heavily in favour of Lavington early doors, and I just don't think they got enough bang for their buck, which has been a concern for them for most of the season. And Rovers just have done enough to stay in it, with Dylan Stone being outstanding around the ball, Xavier Allison just controlling things across half-back, and Sam Caterban at the coalface again, being very, very good getting the ball out and giving his outside runners opportunity with the ball.
Yeah, could not agree more. I feel like they came really good at the end of that quarter there, Wang Rovers, but I just feel like, is it a little bit of Groundhog Day for them? Very similar to what it was last week when we were having this conversation at halftime against Albury. I feel like they're lacking energy, Bob. I just can't help but think they're lacking energy. There was 2 passages of play where Brodie Paul got the ball in the middle of the ground, and there was absolutely no one running past for that handball to drive it forward. Yep. I feel like that's all an evident case of energy. And Lavington, on the flip side, they're just bringing so much more energy, so much more pressure. They know what they had to do. I think it's a little bit in terms of playing the conditions better. I think Lavington certainly are. But Rovers can play that methodical sort of style of football, but they're just not bringing the tackling pressure that Lavington are bringing for mine.
Well, you've nailed it there. The concern for me is Lavington's had 10 shots on goal to 4, and they're only a goal in front, which would give Rovers every sense of hope at halftime, particularly with that goal on the siren. And you could just see, and you did speak about energy and so forth. That energy that they showed after the goal was kicked tells me that there's still something there. There's still a heartbeat, and particularly at a long break, this is where you can address those sort of issues and say, right, let's get ourselves back in the game. We haven't been playing the best, but we're still in it. We're still well within a shot. And one goal, that can be quickly fixed in seconds. So. There is concerns there for Rovers, and you're right that the body language and mojo hasn't quite been as evident as it probably should be for a top 2 side. And whether they're going through something, I don't know, but they sort of need to be careful, because Lavington seem to have a lot of energy, and those lesser light players that don't normally get front row seats because of the players that are normally playing, and the players we've mentioned in Hargrave, Sedgwick, Glenville and Ashley Cooper aren't playing. So there's different players getting the limelight today, and we're actually seeing some really quality players play some good footy. Darcy Smith is a spark up front, live wire up from Drew Bevans getting a run around the middle, which is going to do his football education well by running around with Sam Murray. Jake O'Brien and Jack Costello, they're forever learning with these guys out. So as much as Wangaratta Rovers aren't playing at their best, they've still got an opportunity to turn this thing around at half time, purely because that Lavington, I feel, haven't taken as many opportunities that have been presented to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, going into the third quarter, it's pretty obvious what Lavington have to do. They've got to stick to their guns and just try and get more bang for their buck out of their entries and hit the scoreboard and put some scoreboard pressure on. But the interesting one is Rovers and what they do. Is it almost just a case of Sam Murray going a little bit old school, going, we've got to get some mongrel into us here. We've really got to come to play. It's a little bit of our season on the line in the sense that they really want to make that top 3. They really want to get that second chance. This is a huge game in that regard. Is it just a fact of, let's not, you're not starting fights, but let's get a little bit of mongrel about you. Let's get out there. Let's get to the contest first. Let's hit some bodies early and just try and just scare them into submission a little bit, because Rovers are capable of that. They've got big bodies. Murray's one of them, but you've got Sam Caterban, who's been a bull in that midfield. Is it just a little group of guys to go just a little bit old school with Rovers and just try and fight their way back into this contest, Bob? I
think you're right. A little bit of old school. And I love how you went old school, because that's new school for blokes like Robbie, Luke and myself. Particularly in days like today. And Lavington are playing that particular way. They're kicking the ball nice and long and keeping it simple, whereas Rovers are still finessing around the stoppages and relying on quick hands to get the ball into space, and therefore the ball is hitting the ground a lot. And what you just said then, the physical contact's coming from Lavington because they're flicking the ball, the wet ball, greasy ball around, and it's not sticking. So maybe if they just cut the handball out a little bit and kept the ball a bit more direct on by foot, that'll give them opportunities to go back old school ways, as you said.
Yeah, that's the voice of Bobby Jackson, and we're just doing the halftime show here for McDonald's, and we'll go through the Cavalier Homes quarters best as well for that half. I thought Nick Newton for Lavington was fantastic again. He's getting a lot of the ball in that back half. I feel like him and Hart are playing a really good role down there, and they're really driving the ball forward. I've really loved their game. Xavier Allison has been fantastic. He's had the 19 disposals, but I think Sam Catapan's been best as well. Sam Murray's game, Bob, has been really interesting. I've sort of got the sense that he's been well held. He hasn't had a huge impact, but he's also playing well. So it's almost, I don't know who you give the chocolates to at the moment. He's finished with 10 disposals and a goal. Are they doing a good job at corralling his influence?
I think they are. It really started right from the first bounce, which there was an incident there involving himself and a couple of Lavington players that I dare say will come under some sort of scrutiny after the game. So he's had a bit of an indifferent way, and he's also had a couple of run-ins with other players as well. So as far as his influence on the game, he's had the 10 touches where he's averaging 25 to 30, maybe even more. Yep. And last week he had a down day when he was tagged by Jacob Page. So for me, the standard that we hold Sam Murray to, I think he's a fair way off it, if I'm going to be honest. Yep. He's had a couple of opportunities to kick goals or be influential on the scoreboard. He's taken one of those. I just feel as though he's a little bit off his game today, whether it's from what treatment he's copped or he might be carrying something. But I just feel as though the influence that we've seen from Sam Murray today is not the one that we usually expect from him.
Yep, really well said there, Bobby Jackson. We'll quickly go around the grounds as well for Wangaratta Mazda, and then we'll wrap up our halftime show thanks to Macca's. At Martin Park, it's Wodonga 3-4-22 to Wodonga Raiders 2-4-16. A pretty soggy affair, I'd imagine, in Wodonga as well. Yarrawonga 9-8-62 doing the job over Coral Rutherglen 2-2-14. And down in McNamara Reserve, we've got the score back. 1-3-9. Murderford plays Wangaratta 3-1-19. And North Albury and Albury, the old enemies. North Albury 3-1-19 plays Albury 3-5-23. And that is our halftime show. Thanks to McDonald's, and we'll bring you the third quarter after the break on O&M Live. And on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Clear.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community services? Maybe caring for animals through veterinary science? With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend, we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. .0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury-Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Back to WJ Finlay Oval, round 14 action in the Ovens and Murray, and at three-quarter time, half-time I should say, it is the Lavington Panthers leading 3-7-25 to the Wang Rovers 3-1-19. The goal kickers for the Lavington Panthers, Aidan Cook has kicked a double, and the other only goal for the Panthers is to Darcy Smith, and for the Rovers, singles to Dylan Stone, Sam Murray and Noah Amery. Bobby, what's going to happen in the second half of this football game?
I'd like to think that Rovers will sort their ball movement out a little bit. I think that would have been an area that they'd want to work on or improve over the break. Whereas Lavington, I think they want to get more reward for all their hard work that they've put in and capitalise on those inside 50s, as Divac sort of said through the second quarter. They're getting their fair share of football inside there. They just need to get a little bit more reward on the scoreboard. But I think you'll find if Rovers would really want to get back into this game, and I think they've got more upside at the moment where they can just sort out their ball movement and cut out a few more handballs and get the ball a bit more direct down to their forward line.
Bob Jackson for Elite Building and Construction. Dan, Sam Catapan has been enormous, hasn't he, for the Rovers?
He has been fantastic. He's almost been a bit of a lone wolf in that midfield, to be honest, Lukey. He's up to 17 disposals at half-time, but he's been in and under. It hasn't been a great... It hasn't
Does your head in, doesn't it?
Does my head in as that siren goes. It hasn't been a great contest so far, but it is a little bit of a crossroads game for Wangaratta. They've really got to come out this half and show why they're still a premiership threat. I thought they were probably a little bit lackadaisy in that half. I really wanted to get a little bit mean this half and really sort of stamp their authority on the competition. They're in the top three. They can drop out. They don't want to do that. They want to play in the grand final. Well, shows today against Lavington.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Dan. They need to show a bit of spark, a bit of fire in this quarter, don't they, Bobby? Because they've been pretty flat up until this point.
Well, from this point of view, the Lavington team have brought all the heat, brought all the energy, brought all the spark that this game requires, and Rovers have just been a bit receptive to that. And it wasn't until that last goal before half time they showed any sort of emotion, and that's a concern for me, particularly building into a final series that they want to have some influence on. And there's a couple of signs here as the group walks. You'd like to think there'd be a bit more energy after half time, particularly if you've just copped a bit of a bait from your coach and your leadership group, that there'd be a bit more energy in regards to getting yourself sorted for the second half. So that's a bit of a concern for me.
15-6-3-E, Robbie McKinlay.
Yeah, I reckon Alex Carfey must be carrying a bit of an injury because he's played up forward whole game. I would have thought in these conditions he's a perfect guy you'd run through the middle of the ground, Alex, and we just haven't seen that. I think I made a comment in the court one stage. He looked a bit proppy, and I think if you look at him walking now, there's a bit of a gait there. So obviously probably carrying a bit of a niggle. They've got, like Lavington, they've got quite a few players out. So yeah, if a fully fit Alex would have been perfect in the middle of the ground.
Third quarter is for Albury-Wodonga MG and Robbie McKinlay to get us started as we get set for the third.
Thanks, Lukey. And we're going to do it for Albury-Wodonga MG. Third quarter. Lavington just lead by 6 points. probably should be more. Driscoll mistimed that one. Gaston took it on the chest, pumped the ball to half forward. There is that man, Alex McCarthy, hunting after the footy, and he gets onto it first. He dishes a handball backwards to Gerrish, was quite clever. Chance here for Dylan Stone. He got caught behind the ball. O'Brien was good for Lavington. Got through traffic nicely. Kicked the ball on the left foot towards Sam Hargraves. And it's going to be out over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. Half a minute gone. Second half, it's still 25-19. Lavington lead.
Just a quick change there at half-time. Rovers have broken the glass and thrown Brody Philo into the middle. He started in the centre bound, so they've got the three big guns, Catapan, Murray and Philo in the middle.
Ball on the far side here. Boundary throwing. Gaston clearly out to Catapan, who had a terrific first half. Short one to Sam Murray. And had to kick it on his right on that occasion, Sam. Into the hands of Alex McCarthy. They get an entry here. The Rovers coming over the back. Williamson trying to run onto it. And the ball's about to find the chalk, is it? Yes, it just bounced out of bounds. Willis with Williamson. And the boundary umpire to take it.
Yeah, positive start for Rovers as opposed to the other two quarters early in the day. They've still got the first clearance out of the midfield and two early inside 50. So a little bit more positivity for the Rovers camp.
Johnny on the spot. That boundary umpire. Throw-in's okay. Mark Lou almost took it out of the ruck. He does get it. He'll have to handball it off. His ball trickles out of his possession. Here's Dylan Stone. He momentarily had a look at him. Noah Amory squares the ball up. It should fall the way of Lavington. It does. McRae dished a handball back to John Ospina. Kicks it nicely. Sammy Hargraves pursues after the ball. The wind and the slope and the slippery ground. Doesn't see it go out of bounds. Hargraves did well. Kept it in. Driscoll. Hurried kick. Centre wing. Big five from behind. Ball comes to ground now. Or does it? Does. And there's no real... Timmy Hanna working hard. It just won't break from here at the moment. It still won't. And I don't think it's coming out of there. Now it might. Yes, it does. A quick kick by Newton, I think it was. Into half forward. Allison's there. Steadies the ship for Rovers. He's gone, I reckon. Gee, that's a good tackle.
Ripping tackle.
It was Cookie, the big Cookie monster from Wollongong. Nailed him. Plays on. Gives himself a bit of an arc. Cook goes long. Top of the goal square. Chest mark dropped by Oosterhuth. And they've said it's been a push in the back. McQuaid will take the free kick. 25-19. Lavington still lead the Rovers. Deep in Lavington's attack.
Yeah, Jace McQuaid. Here he goes for the Rovers. And he comes just outside 50. Jack Driscoll couldn't hang on to the mark. Williamson just kicks it off his left boot. Now here goes Leish. He's up against Ely here. Oh, Leish just got rid of it in time. Nice work from Amory. Back to Ely. Newton sees him out of bounds, and we'll have a boundary throwing left of centre wing on our broadcast side.
Changed his boots, Nick Newton. He had those flashy orange number. Now he's gone to the white.
Geez, he's a big boy, isn't he?
I hope it doesn't affect in the Morris Medal voting.
Oh, come on now.
I had afternoon tea with the umpires, boys.
Oh, gee.
And we had a lovely little meal and chat.
What was the topic of conversation?
There was rumours going around that you had afternoon tea with when you were playing with the umpires. Is that right?
Wow.
It doesn't surprise
I had a
me.
strong relationship. Bob? As strong as it can get, probably.
I had no relationship.
Noah Amory handballed out of Dylan Stone, and then Brody Philo couldn't hang on to a hot ball, and Brody picks up the ball and passes it on to his boundary umpire, and that's a lovely touch there from Brody. I don't mind that, Lukey.
Sounds like you were the one bringing the sandwiches to the breaks. Probably. Does that sound right? Or
Little party pies sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's high.
Oh, it's very interesting. This Barton medal is the Barton medalist. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Catapan, half forward flank, inside 50, Jack Driscoll. Takes the mark there back for the Panthers. 25 plays 19 here on the Paulies Corner Cafe scoreboard. We're in the third term.
You've kept him quiet, Luke, anyway, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm as guilty as shit.
As Catapan takes the mark, we might have a new Barton medalist on retrospective. Here goes Catapan again, Robbie.
Yes, he does, and it's a nice kick. Sam Murray's coming through like the Southern Aurora, and I'm glad he got blocked by Jack Driscoll because I don't know what he would have done. Kick off the ground by Alma Fudd was clever, and it missed, but gee, Bobby, he came with intent.
The writing was on the wall there, and I think everyone came out unscathed.
And it's, to be honest, it's what you want to see from this half from Rovers. They've got to be a bit more meaner.
But I'm sort of glad Big Jack did deflect him because I'm not sure what would have come of that.
Yep.
We may have a stop and play, I reckon. Now here's a chance for the Panthers. That's high. And umpire spotted that
That was
superbly.
well played by Young Lions.
Great positioning there too by the umpire too, Bobby. A young Linesy kicks it off half back and it's in dispute. Luke?
Williamson picks it up to Philo, and Brody just puts a high one up and says, come and grab this, boys. On the arc of the 50, it comes down. Amory got it out to Gaston. They thump it forward here out the back. Oh, good fist from Jesse Hart. Isn't he playing a game for the Panthers?
Real good.
He's a progressive talent, and the ball's gone out of bounds in the pocket netball court end far side.
A real sign of work rate and energy between the two sides is when a ball leaves a stoppage, who's the last players to leave, and there would have been 6 or 7 Wangaratta Rovers players still standing still when that ball went out of bounds on the far side of the ground. So they need to spark up here a bit.
Jack Driscoll from behind, tapped it to Bevan, hurried kick. McRae was there. So was Catapan. Gathered superbly. Got it to Dylan Stone, who had to screw it, centre it. And number one kicked it to the opposition number one, which is Nick Newton, who I think he's been good today, and his name might have come up at afternoon tea.
Very interesting.
Shawnee Driscoll marks. Just asking feedback.
No, that's
I'm
fair
happy
enough.
to provide it.
Yep.
And Newton can't hold on to this one. Noah Amory dishes it out. Look away handball. Big Jack Driscoll got it and kicked it to Jakey O'Brien and on to McLeod for Lavington. A hurry kick, and that's a good grab. Sean Driscoll. I think it is.
That was good play by Judd McLeod. He actually got the ball moving forward, and it's opened up the ground. So that's important that they move the ball forward quickly.
Robertson overran it. Osterhoff. Here's Allison just hacking the ball forward out towards centre wing on the far side. Chris Annetta's here. Oh, nice pickup. And off he goes, Chris, with a 30-metre kick up the line here, trying to find Osterhoff. Ball too wide. McQuaid about to see it out of bounds. So 25 plays, 19 here. No change to the scoreboard. A 6-point lead to the Panthers on the Paulie's Corner Cafe scoreboard.
Yeah, really continuing his good work is Sam Catapan. 21 disposals for the game, 4 already in this third quarter. So really flying the flag for Rovers.
We've only had 1 goal kicked in the game since the 22nd minute mark of the first quarter, lads. So Sean Driscoll shimmied, shaked, screwed it over his left shoulder. Oh, good grab. Darcy Smith. For mine, I think he's been one of the most influential players on the ground, Bob.
Yeah, every time the ball goes inside 50, he's not too far away from the ball, and there's been times where he's actually provided spark. He kicked I think he kicked the second goal of the game, and it was an absolute ripper, and he's been a live wire since. So it might be just one of those type of days where someone just pops up and grabs our attention, and so far, not only does his boots grab our attention, but the way he's playing.
Darcy Smith. 20 metres out, directly in front to stretch the lead to 12 points. Comes in now, and he's a good operator. He executes superbly. Darcy Smith gets his second. He has 2. Aiden Cook has 2. The Panthers have 4. 4-7-31 lead. Wangaratta Rovers 3-1-19. And we have gone 8 minutes into the third quarter, which is for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, really good finish there by Lavington, and they've come back into this contest really good in this third quarter, so that's a really nice finish. 2 inside 50s for them. Shawnee Driscoll started really lively. He's had 3 disposals already in this third quarter after only having 6 at half-time, so he's one of those players if he gets going, Rovers are in trouble as well, and Nick Newton continuing his good work with 2 disposals.
Yeah, very important period in the match here.
Yep.
For the Wang Rovers. This next 5 minutes, they wouldn't want the Panthers to get another as they go forward. Sam Hargrave just chips it to the forward pocket. Smith, through his hands. Brody Paul. Garish is going to pick it up. Here he goes, Jack, and just chips one over the top. All out of the reach of Catapan. Play goes on. Hargrave gets it up to Costello. They go in again, the Panthers. Cook sits under it. Ledger gets a fist to it. Falls into the hands of Sean Driscoll. Back to Darcy Smith off the ground, heading towards the goal square. Osterhoff. Now here's Carell and comes away for the Wang Rovers. Finn Osborne in pursuit of it with Ross Carell. And this ball is going to go out of bounds. We're going to have a boundary throw in Evans Street end, about 35 around from goal.
That was not a special occasion, Jacko. I know you're hinting at deliberate out of bounds, but I'll just have to repeat, we do not play that rule.
That horse can't get any deader, is that what you're saying?
We do not play that rule here unless it's special occasions.
The special occasion just opens it back up.
And that wasn't one of them at the moment. Hannah, over the footy, Jack Costello finds a team. I might get one for a high shot here. It is.
Holding the ball.
Or is it holding the ball?
Pointing in all different directions, these umpires.
That's actually in the rule book, isn't it, Robbie? Special occasions in inverted commas.
It is.
Sometimes.
You got to go looking for it. It is hard to find. Oh, good intercept work there by the big man from Huron Creek, Jack Driscoll. He knocked about 25 blokes over. Timmy Hanna. Xavier Allison just found out what it's like to run into a bloke from Hay. He spilled the ball everywhere, and Hannah's going to apply another tackle. Whoa. That is great pressure play from another Hay man. How about that one, Jacko?
That's like front row forward stuff. The Hay Magpies on number 1 oval. That was holy dooly.
The Hay Magpies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
20.
And the Hay Cutters.
Hay Cutters,
Rugby
Hay
Union.
Lions.
And guess what the Hay Cutters junior team is? I love this.
Oh, here we go.
What is it?
The Hay... I've forgotten it.
Yeah. Scissors.
No, they're the whippersnippers.
They're not.
They are.
No,
yeah, they're the
they're
whippersnippers. They are.
Cut it out.
That's fair dinkum.
Cut it out.
Here we go. Here's Sean Driscoll over the ball. What, Carell got a foot to it. There's Ross Carell. That is fair dinkum. Check it out. There goes Ross Carell down to the pocket. Oh, Boyd. Was he taken high?
Yeah, Rooster clipped him.
Yeah, Tom's going to take it. So 31 playing 19 here on the Pooley's Corner Cafe scoreboard. Macca's time clock has gone over 11 in the third term, Robbie.
What were the odds as Allison marks and plays on for Wang Rovers that the Hay Whippersnippers would get a mention?
I tell you what, if he's not right, if he's taken the you-know-what out of me,
No, he
of
course
course
he's
all
taken the
sorts of
you-know-what.
dramas there will be.
McQuaid to Murray. Murray with purpose. Drives the ball to centre wing. Alia missed it. Now here's a chance for Jack. He has one bounce. He'll take it on. He has two. He'll have three. Jack Gerrish keeps running, Jack. He thinks about the fourth. He does an inside kick. Spooner takes it on. Beautifully collected on the second bounce and chips it nicely to McRae, who marks it at half back. And Jack Gerrish, that was a Mawson's concrete player of the day. He's an exciting machine, but nothing eventuated.
McRae kick it to a pack of players. Lewis got it out to Boyd and then on to Gas, and here they come, the Rovers. Oh, that ball's very wide going inside 50. McClure after it and off his knee, out on the full. Now that is sensational boundary umpiring.
Just Cookie wants to be careful there. It was nearly a little bit silly from Cookie. I love Cookie and he knows it, but just be careful, young fella.
Here goes Newton. Wide out on the back flank for the Panthers. He got a 12-point lead here in the third. Nick. And he's about to thump it down the line. That's the kick you want. Sam Hargrave in front. Oh, Brodie Paul took the mark. Nice work for the Rovers, and the brown and gold are going to be coming back in again.
Yeah, you got
Fan of the hair, Robbie?
Yeah, don't mind it. It reminds me of Billy Idol back in the sort of 90s.
The what,
Bobby? Gerrish from long range. No one in the gold square behind this pack. Comes to ground. Hart been fantastic today. Dished off the handball. It's going to be careful. It was the way advantage of Ross Garrell does take it. It came from Oscar Lyons to cut the kick, and now it's with Critter. I've lost his net. Chris Annette at half back.
And away go the Panthers here through McLeod. Long ball up towards the half-forward flank. And Boyd sees the ball out. And we're going to have another boundary throw in, about 60 out from goal, Evans Street and far side. Bobby?
A little bit of circle work at the moment, isn't it? With the ball just sort of doing laps and laps of the ground. We're just waiting for a clear passage of play for a team to actually take advantage of it. So it's hard to get a gauge on who's actually got any sort of control in this quarter, but it just seems to be a bit of an arm wrestle at the moment.
Hannah, nice tap down to Jake O'Brien. Ball comes out to Costello. Left foot hooks it around his body. Osterhoff is about to see the ball out of bounds. And we will have another boundary throw in here, about 30 out from goal, Evans Street end.
Around the grounds for Wangaratta Mazda, Dan Vaccaro is going to be with us very shortly on that because there's a few things starting to tighten up a little bit. The game on 2AY is getting very tight. Daniel, keep an eye on that one. Ball back into play. Can the Panthers pinch a goal here? Deep in their forward line. O'Brien was there, laid the tackle, put the pressure on. Ball was knocked out the back. Ross Garrell, pressure was good from him. Now it comes away of Gaston. He went for a swing and a miss off the ground. He missed it. Annette was tackled this time. That was stiff. Tough. Yeah, that was a little bit stiff. And I enjoyed a lovely afternoon too with the boys, but it just might have been a bit harsh on that one there.
That's okay. We'll edit that out. We'll edit that out.
Yeah, don't have that. No, Rainey will hear that. He's a good man, Rainey. The best. Just about the best going around in country umpiring.
Will you meet up again at three-quarter time, Robbie, or is it just sort of a half-time tea break?
We've organised at a nice little restaurant in Wangaratta post-match. Boys.
Oh, that'd be good. It's sort of a nice Indian dish.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. McLeod gets one out the side, knocked on by Cook. Sam Hargrave doing some good things in this footy game in front of Brodie Paul. Ball heading towards the chalk, and you guessed it, we got another boundary throw-in, Dan.
Yeah, around the grounds for Wangaratta Mazda Wodonga 34 to Raiders 16, Yarrawonga 76 to 17, Myrtleford 16 to Wangaratta 19, North Albury 19 to Albury 26. So tighten it up at Bunton Park as well.
Yeah, and a 12-point margin still, by the way, the Panthers here on the Paulie's Corner Cafe scoreboard. Ulsterhoff. And then Catapan at the bottom. He's been fantastic. How many now for 40 Winks, Dan?
Sam Catapan's up to 22.
Very good.
It's a bit like the Euro finals, this, isn't it? It's just a bit short on goals at the moment. Panthers are close to, I reckon, nearly closing this game down. That's held.
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah, free kick will go the way of the Rooster, is it? It is.
Just smart body work, just clever, got himself in the right spot, which wasn't where the Frenchman wanted him, and he just inadvertently wrestled him out of the way. And the Rooster, this is
crunch, isn't it?
This is crunch. This is to make the gap 18 points.
This has troubled him this distance, Bobby, all season. The Rooster, 35 out, directly in front. Lavington lead by 12. Kick on the way, and he's nailed it. Oh, the big fella liked it early in the journey, and Lavington get the all-important first goal of the second half. They stretch their lead now to 37 to 19. And I'm going to give that a call out, a steal-line goal of the day from the big Rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah, it was a fantastic finish from Rooster. He's had his troubles in front of goal throughout the year, but that one there just went through right at the right time. And Rovers are just getting a little bit nervous now. Their season in the top three could be on the line if they choke up today, and they are looking good, Lavington.
Yeah, Tim Osterhoff.
I think the move of Sean Driscoll into the middle has actually given him a little bit of spark as well, Lukey. I think he's really starting to get his hands on the foot in some clever touches through the middle as well. I think he's been very influential this quarter.
Yep, 6 disposals only at half-time. He's up to 5 already in the third.
Here goes Jake O'Brien with that left foot. They go to half forward. Sam Hargrave just spilt the mark. Allison after him. Gaston picks it up. Just got a raking hand pass out of the contest. Philo onto Sam Murray. Here he goes, the general. And he goes with the left foot. Inside 50. Over the head. Oh, nice mark from Oscar Lyons. Well timed. Now, he's having a look around, Oscar. He's telling troops to push out to the far side. He's saying, boys, get out there. We'll try and push this out of bounds and we'll get a stoppage. He goes long, but a 40-metre kick. Oh, massive push in the back.
Come on,
Oh, Robbie, you might have to meet again for a cup of tea after that. Boyd sends it back into the pocket. Lions, Hart. Hart's been fantastic. Yep. And he's taken another beauty, Robbie.
I liked it. I did offer up his name too over afternoon tea, and there wasn't a lot of response.
Yeah, right.
That's what Backman copped, though. Gee, he's been fantastic today.
He has been really good.
Lavy's top 3 players amongst them. Here's a chance out the back now to Garish. Intercepted. Murray, can he give him a bit of spark? Driving kick inside half forward. Good grab, and he'll get a chance to play on here. The young fella leash. The kick's going to be good. It's okay. Darcy Smith needs to shovel it out. Somehow get it forward to the Rooster. The Rooster sits under it. Under pressure. The Rooster. Was he handled? Mishandled? Play on's the call. Hargraves is working hard. Rooster goes back for another go. Taps it forward. O'Brien bobbing, weaving. He's been pinged.
Gee whiz.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah.
So close. Rovers get the free kick. Big Ledger has it. 19-point lead to Lavington. We've gone 18.5 minutes third quarter.
Here goes Charles Ledger. Worrying signs here for the Rovers. Here's Amory. Elijah just trying to find touch, and he will get it. And just left of the interchange gates, centre wing, broadcast side.
Yeah, I feel like Rovers have their intents improved this quarter for sure. 10 inside 50s to only 7 in favour of them for the inside 50s for the game. So they are starting to really implement and have a say in this contest.
Margin exactly 3 goals, 18 points. The Panthers up. Philo's gone. Costello brought him down. Isn't this young man having a great season?
He's having a good quarter this quarter.
He's a beauty. Yes, he has lifted.
Here goes Jack. He's got an unorthodox kicking style, but it is effective. Smith through his hands. Sam Hargrave, he's playing well. There's Corby Robertson.
Ooh.
Boyd came from the other direction. Sam goes again. And now the Rovers are about to get out through Catapan.
He does, and he pumps it long. We'll get his stats very shortly down for Carr. Good. Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart, Mawson's concrete player of the day. I reckon he's pulled down probably 6, 7, 8 marks here today in these conditions. And it's a good kick too. Drives it inside forward 50. Driscoll! Shawnee couldn't quite hang on it in the third bite. And it's going to be balled up inside forward 50. What are those inside forward 50s this quarter, please, Dan, for 40 wins?
Lavington are caught up now, so it's 10 inside 50s for Rovers and 9 for Lavy.
Stoppage, the 50, Evans Street end. Catapan, that's what you got to do. Just get it forward somehow. Now, at the back of this is Tim Hanna. Picks it up. Nice handball to guess who? Jesse Hart, playing his game of the season. Short one to McRae. Panthers are in full control of this footy game at the moment, Bobby.
They are irrepressible at the moment. Jesse Hart has been outstanding the last 4 or 5 minutes. He's the Rock of Gibraltar down the back. And big Timmy Hanna, I don't want to be biased, but he's really stepped up and his work rate in the middle has gone to another level this quarter. He's leading from the front, the big fella.
Quick kick by Ledger, and it's out on the full, so the Panthers are going to get it back again.
There's a bit of a just keep an eye on Sammy Hargraves coming off here now, holding his shoulder. Ball inside forward 50, 30 out from goal. Hits it. Driscoll, Shawnee, kick off the ground, misses to the near side. So 5-8-38. Lavington lead Wang Rovers 3-1-19. We've gone 20 minutes into the third quarter. I reckon they're a goal away from nailing this game off here, Lukey Francis.
Ooh, yeah, that's it, Robbie.
Although they probably thought that last week, didn't they?
Yeah, we thought that at Norm Minster, didn't we, Dan?
Yep, absolutely.
We got chased out of the ground with people carrying pitchforks.
That was just Panda.
That's it. They had a big pack around the ball, 3 or 4 players, Panthers and Rovers, and we're going to have a stoppage right of centre wing. Let's have a look. Who can win the clearance on this occasion? Gaston and Hanna make their way over there. Ball comes out the side. Murray. And then gets a nice handball off to Philo. Philo just hacks it on the boot, gets it forward. Nice mark taken by Adam Butler. So the Panthers' defence continue to hold up. They're just doing what they've got to do at the moment.
Big Butts into his 40s. Kicks the ball long. Driscoll were there, both of them. Jack and Sean. And Tom Boyd got in between the pair of them and took a good grab. Kicks it now to Jack Gerrish, who's been okay today, Jack. McRae stands the mark. Gerrish at half-back for Wang Rovers. They trail 38-19. Hart flies high. Gaston couldn't get it. Here's a chance for Lyons. Lyons' kick in a hurry down the line. That's going to be out of bounds on the full. Dan, we're going to get around the grounds through a couple of really tight games there.
Yeah, there is. Martin Park, Wodonga, Bulldogs 40 to Wodonga Raiders 16. Yarrawonga 83 to 17. Murderford 22 to Wang 19. And North Albury 20 to Albury 26.
Great work, Dan Vaccaro. Ball back into the middle. Here's McQuaid getting a short ball out. McCarthy just gets it forward. Here's Harry Nolan. Truce and a half forward here for the Rovers. Gets it out the back. Spooner.
Brilliant.
Good defence. Last line. And then a high ball. Let's have a look who's under this. McRae got a fist to it. Jack Gerrish. They really need a mark inside 50 here. The Rovers. Nice to Noah Amory. He's playing a good game. Now to Catapan, who's playing a great game. Left foot centering ball. Let's have a look down there. Oh, Stone picks it up. Weaving. Out to Ely. Riley has a kick on goal. Ball comes out the back and Annette takes the mark.
Yeah, we're talking about on the way down the bus, boys, the people dropping back into the gold square, and Chris Annette did it beautifully. Kicks okay to
that's a great mark.
Good grab out there by Corby Robinson. Terrific mark. Of course, he's the son of Andrew, a superstar at the Colcan Footy Club. And Robinson goes short, finds Jake O'Brien. O'Brien yet to get on the goal scorers list today. He's kicked a couple of points. There's a clever little up and under kick too. Working the ball slowly. It looks like he's at Willis at half-back, lads.
Yep.
So it's Connor Willis. And he goes short. They're just using the ball well here, Luke. I like the way they're doing it. And marked there by Nick Newton, who must be a contender here for our player of the day.
Yeah, they're chewing some seconds off the clock here, Bobby.
24 gone, Luke.
Yeah,
thanks to Mac.
This guy's been enormous this quarter. Timmy Hanna, he's been really good. Influential, the big fella.
And he gets a high ball up inside 50 here for the Panthers. Oh, McQuaid got ragdolled. Osterhoff just worked him under the ball. And we're going to have a stoppage 45 out from goal, Evans Street end on the far side, Dan.
Yeah, we are. Nick Newton, as you mentioned, he's been fantastic today. 15 disposals, but he's been so good in defence on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Hanna, there he is with the clearance again. Stone, nice work to Murray. They're coming across half-back. Now, Gerrish has got to make this. He'll pick it up now. Let's have a look. Over the top he goes to Sam Murray. It was a nice hand pass, but he's under pressure from Lish. And the Panthers take him across the chalk, and that's exactly what they wanted.
Young Leash he knocked his mate Cookie out over. He sort of skidded underneath him. Look at Cookie. He is one of the better yappers on the cricket field. Bob, I don't know if you've come across him on the cricket field, but gets a bit of feedback. He wouldn't say to you, of course, but that's just not allowed down that way.
Oh, no.
Philo, Torpedo, look at it. Look at it go. Spina's been held. Here's a chance for Boyd. Big play here. Spina chases Boyd. Boyd kicks off the ground. Misses to the near side. Margin back to 18 points. But what about the barrel? A Mawson's concrete player of the day from Brody. Pumped it deep. 18 points the margin. We've gone 26 minutes just about ticked over. And we're doing it for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, best thing he's done all day, Brody. He hasn't been his usual self. He's only had the 12 disposals as well, so he's got to get moving in the next quarter.
And Robbie McKinlay caught it perfectly too for the Wang Motor Group. Spina was being held by Tom Boyd. He got away with it. Here's McQuaid. Out the back, Robertson flicked it. Cam Chamberlain, a net. And nice work, head over the footy. It's a holding free kick here. It's going the way of Cam Chamberlain. Need a score here, the Rovers. Desperately. 38 plays 20 on the Paulie's Corner Cafe scoreboard. The brown and gold trail. Here goes Cam Chamberlain. Down towards the pocket. Siren beats them. So 5-8-38. The Lavington Panthers lead at three-quarter time at WJ Finlay, ahead of the Wang Rovers 3-20. This is O&M Live, and remember, on O&M Live, you will not miss a thing.
Clear. What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community services? Maybe caring for animals through veterinary science? With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. .0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury-Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
And the Panthers lead at three-quarter time by 3 goals, 18 points, 38-20, 5-8-38 over the Rovers, 3-2-20. We're about to head down to ground level and catch up with Bobby Jackson for Elite Building and Construction. Who have you got down there, Bobby? Anyone?
No, not yet, mate. I'm just around the Lavington huddle at the moment. I just spent a bit of time over the Rovers. There's a lot of huddling around the whiteboard, moving magnets, so it just seems as though they're just trying to find the right mix for the run home. Whereas Lavington, I think Adam's just reiterating that they need to finish this off, and you need to learn the lessons from games past. So that's the read down here at the moment. The rain doesn't. There might be another band of rain
Bobby,
coming over the back. Yes, mate.
Any breeze factor down there?
I reckon it's blowing towards the bar reserve end. So Lavington will probably
Possibly got it. Yeah,
they've got a little bit of a.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great work, Bobby Jackson.
No
Dan will grab our Cavalier Homes quarters best for the third.
Yeah, thanks, Lukey. For Lavington, I thought Shawnee Driscoll was fantastic that quarter. He only had 6 disposals at half-time, Shawnee Driscoll, but that quarter he had 6 himself. They injected him into the midfield. I thought he was brilliant. And young Hart in defence for Lavington has just been excellent all day, and he was superb that quarter again, so that was no exception. And for Wangaratta Rovers, for mine, it's the best player on the ground all day. It's been Sam Catapan. He had 7 that quarter again. He was a bull in their midfield. He's up to 24 for the game. He was fantastic. Sam Murray as well had 7 that quarter. I thought he injected himself very good in that contest.
Beautiful. We might go around the grounds for Wangaratta Mazda. Robbie, what do we got?
Dan, this is how you do it. Wodonga 5-4. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Wodonga 8.
This is how you do it. How you don't do it.
Wodonga 8-6-54. Lead Raiders 2-4-16. Yarrawonga 12-11-83. Lead Corra Rubberglen 4-5-29. At the McNamara Reserve, Myrtleford 3-5-23. Lead Wangaratta 3-1-19. At Button Park, North Albury have hit the front. They've extended that lead now to 7 points. 5-3-33 to 3-8-26. And here at the WJ Finlay Oval, it is Lavington 5-8-38. Lead the Wangaratta Rovers 3-2-20. It's good night from me.
And that was brought to you by Aeroplane Jelly.
Not bad. Easy during the break, not during play.
Rightio, we're almost set for the 4th term here at WJ Finlay, and it is brought to you by Cavalier Homes.
Thank you very much, Luke. Nice to be here at the WJ Finlay Oval as Sam Murray bursts out of the middle of the ground. But the kick, it's intercepted by none other than Jesse Hart, who has been sensational today. Goes to the far side of the ground. Jake O'Brien gives him a long lead, and young Hardy had the wind behind him and a bit of sort of adrenaline, and the kick went too far out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Slightly in attack for Lavington. They take an 18-point lead into the final quarter. Here he is, Luke Francis for Wangaratta Motor Group.
Back into play over the ruckman, and then Willis went in.
What were you going to say, over the rainbow?
Osborne, not quite that high, Robbie, but that was Judy Garland, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, mate. Yeah. Underrated.
Sound of music.
The Wizard of Oz, Stan. Yeah. Anyway, ball goes forward inside 50. Netball caught in. Chamberlain and also Darcy Smith. Ball rolling towards the chalk, and it has gone out of bounds, Dan.
It has. You're absolutely right, Lukey. It has gone out of bounds.
Thank you,
no stat for you. We've been playing 30 seconds.
Brought a lot of joy to a lot of people, did Judy Garland.
Yeah.
Sort of post-war, and nice tunes.
Certainly did.
It's a lovely voice. Anyway, and a good actor. Kick off the ground by the Rooster was extravagant, but it was okay. Paul was there for Wang Rovers. His handball dish towards Sam Murray was very hot. And it's going to be another boundary throw in. Maybe just inside the forward 50, Dan. You'll have to make that call whether you're going to add that to an inside 50 stat or not. It's your call, mate, and here's Luke's call.
Dan?
No inside 50.
It is inside 50.
No, it's not. Look.
Yeah, well, okay. Catapan.
Gee whiz.
Ulsterhoff, Gaston, just a little toe poke Here's Jack Garish, picks it up. Newton nearly had him. Jack goes with about a 35-metre kick here. Oh, guess who? Oh, Jesse Hart just brought to ground. Noah Amory, he's been one of the Rovers' best today. And then gets it out on that right foot to Tom Boyd. Now he's 70 from home. Need a goal here, the Rovers. Must kick as they get an entry down to the forward pocket. Let's have a look. Oh, many hands to the ball. Out the back it came.
Stone didn't have it.
Oh, he played
Yeah, Dylan's gone to ground and he will get the kick. And this must go through the big sticks, Bobby.
Yeah, for them to make any inroads, this will bring the margin back to 12 points. This is a much needed goal for the Wangaratta Rovers, and the captain needs to put one through the middle here.
Runs around, Dylan. Right foot snap across the face. That one's going to go out to bounds on the full. Nothing is really working for the brown and gold, Dan.
Nah, not at all. And Dylan Stone, he has been one shining light. I thought his game's been okay today. 16 disposals back in the Rovers lineup as well, so he's been solid.
Yeah, so margin stays at 18 points. We've ticked over 3 minutes into the final term. Kick back into play. And I reckon they have got the breeze there, Bobby. That has gone a long way. Chance here for Darcy Smith. Take him on, young man. Good pressure from Paul. Smith's kick was good. Timmy Hanna here.
Go, Timmy.
Can he get hold of it? Yeah, he got rid of an opponent. Shot on goal was not great from Big Tim. And it's going to be out of bounds. And it's jumped over the fence. I don't know who's going to get this ball. Poor old Jack Garish. He's going to have to jump the fence here and go and get it. So,
Timmy,
that was for Tim.
That was goal of the season sort of stuff until he kicked it.
Oh, I reckon that's a set play. He's setting up for a ruck stoppage here. So it's smart from Tim. We'll just see, Bobby.
They're one goal away from getting this, lads.
Here we go. 30 out from goal. Netball court end. And our boundary umpire's going to have another crack at it. Yeah, 38 plays 20 on the Work Locker Wangaratta scoreboard. Panthers up. Boundary throw in, take two. Here we go again. Gaston grabs it. Left foot, sends one down the line. Jack Driscoll after it. Beyond him, here's Leish for the Panthers.
He's been
inboard. Nice kick. Newton takes the mark. So they're about 80 out. And one more would nearly finish off the brown and gold. Here goes Nick, and he winds up and he thumps it in. Beautiful entry. High. Oh, Osterhoff nearly got it on the second attempt. There's McQuaid searching for it at ground level. Catapan through that, I reckon. Out to Gaston. Gets to half forward. Bouncing ball here. Amory got a fist to it. Driscoll trying to get away from Dylan Stone. And then Newton, he's tied up by Brodie Paul. And we're going to have a stoppage. 50 out, netball court end.
Yeah, they just look hungry here, the Panthers. I reckon they had it all day, Bobby.
Yep.
Had a bit more grit about them. They lead it by 18. They're pressing here. Now here's a chance. Catapan, left foot kick, right in the centre of the ground. Good mark taken by Tommy Boyd. There's a bit of a race on here. Every player streaming back towards the goal square. Boyd goes short. Got Stone. He's got Xavier Allison on his outside. That's who he goes with. He can run it, drive it. Allison takes on the opponent. Handball over the top. Wasn't great. Lavington, it's high. Free kick, and the Panthers, they've wasted an opportunity there, Bob.
Just the extra handball is not required. Get the ball in nice and deep. It's not rocket science. The handball game has not worked for them today, and it's really let their opportunity to score goals slip, basically.
Here goes Smith, left foot, round his body, Ledger in front, nice mark down low. And Charles.
Been all right?
Yes, eyeing off the corridor to Gaston. Over the top they go. To Catapan, inboard to Philo. They go forward now. Oh, well done by Nick Newton getting back in the hole to cut off Tom Boyd. And Nick, he's going to come broadcast side to Oscar Lyons, true half-back flank.
Yeah, Chamberlain just came off the interchange.
Caught us all out.
Yeah.
Here he goes, Oscar. Puts a high ball up. The true centre wing. McQuaid over the top. Williamson to Chamberlain. Tried to get a low ball through. Didn't come off. McQuaid. And goes with a long one. He got taken down by Osterhoff. And the mark again is taken by Oscar Lyons.
He's really had a really good second half, I reckon, Oscar Lyons.
He's been real good.
Sort of done his job, I reckon, Bob, in the first half. He's just taken another level. A couple of really good saving marks. Big high up and under. That's okay in the conditions. And Sam Murray out over the back will mark. Plays on immediately. Gatto has the ball in the middle of the ground. Oh, he tries to step around Big Jack. Didn't work, and Costello takes a gutsy, diving, sliding marker. Mawson's concrete player of the day from Jack Driscoll, and then Jack Costello.
That is correct, Robbie. Here's Williamson sitting under it, though. Sean Driscoll with a timely fist. A net just went off the ground. They go forward now through McLeod.
Here it is.
Bouncing ball to Darcy Smith. This might finish off the Rovers. Bouncing ball.
He's kicked it.
Goes through. It's a steer line goal of the day to Darcy Smith. He's played a beauty, and the Panthers look home at WJ Finlay.
He's been one of the better players today, Darcy Smith, and he's just put the icing on the cake for Lavington. That is game over. Fantastic. 5 inside 50s to 3 so far this quarter, and Lavington just wanted a little bit more than Rovers today, I'm afraid. Fantastic effort.
Margin now out to a neat 24 points, Bobby.
Yeah, Darcy Smith, we've said it pretty much most of the day. He's the live wire inside that 450. They're playing a basic brand of football.
Yep.
Oscar Lyons takes the mark halfback, gets the ball down the line, then another kick down line inside 50. And no surprise they're having a shot on goal very, very quickly.
Yep, good summary there, Bobby. Excellent. Jack Driscoll, who pulled off a really good tackle on Gaston to lead into that. One more roll of the dice here. Sam Murray's handball is okay. It ends back with Catapan. Not Catapan, sorry. Ball goes forward, but there is our man, the young fella, young Hart, got a 1-2 with his little mate, Oscar Lyons. Now Hart drives the ball down the centre wing. Murray marked it, played on immediately. Kick's going to be good, it's not. And it's chopped out by Chris Annette. Between halfback and centre wing, we have gone 8 minutes, Lukey Francis, and Lavington lead by 24 points.
And they've kicked the last 3 of the game, Robbie. The Rovers haven't kicked a major since the second term. There's Brodie Paul, goes with a short ball.
Yep.
Trying to hit a target. Here's Dylan Stone. Good pressure from Costello. Driscoll just snaffled it onto Darcy Smith, who's playing a great
look
game.
at this.
Over the back, bouncing towards goal. He might have another. Oh, just to the right. And it's gone through for 1 minor score. So 45 plays 20. The Panthers up on the Work Like a Wangaratta scoreboard. Macca's time clock has gone 9 minutes. Bobby, Darcy Smith has been a star.
There's two different types of energy out here. There's Lavington who are up and about, running hard. The game's there to be won, energy. And then there's Wang Rovers who are desperate to get back into the game with real hard work energy, and they're making mistakes. Like this here, that's an easy target that they've missed through energy that's come too late.
Now we'll get around the ground shortly as the ball's going to be thrown in 60 metres out from the Lavington goal. They've really got a sniff of this.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a bit of wind in their sails here, the Panthers. They're still hurting a bit from last week. Hannah taps it cleverly towards Driscoll. That's Shawnee. He stays in the hunt here. Driscoll might get this. Amory tapped it. Oh, Costello. Brilliant handball to the pivoting, swivelling Sean Driscoll. There was Sammy Hargraves back on the ground, which is good news. Here's Darcy Smith. Jack in the box through the tackle. He took the ball to ground. Umpire Clint Harvey says, give it to me. Ball up. Dan, around the grounds. Wangaratta Motor Group.
Yeah, quickly. Wodonga Bulldogs 56 to Wodonga Raiders 16. You got Yarrawonga 90 to 29. Murderford 23 to Wangaratta 19. And North Albury 35 to 26.
So repeat stoppages here. 45 out to the netball court end. Umpire to take it. Gaston and Hannah. Hannah up high over the back. Breaking away. Bevan on the boot. Wide ball heading out of bounds on the full. So it will be a Rovers ball here in their back pocket far side. Netball court end. Jace McQuaid making his way over there. Catapan's going to have to bring it back for him. So if you've just joined us, 45 plays 20 on our scoreboard in the final term for Work Like a Wangaratta.
Oh.
Long ball out from the pocket. Costello after it. Harry Nolan came from the other direction. Garish tried to cough one out. There's Allison, and net over it. Brought to ground by Harry Nolan. Umpire to take it again.
So just repeat that score at Button Park, please. Dan, North Albury and Albury.
Yeah, North Albury 5-5-35 to Albury Tigers 3-8-26.
So that could be potentially North Albury's first win over Albury. I think it's 26 games. It goes back to 2008.
16 years.
And that would put them into second place on the ladder because Wang Rovers will drop. And they're going to be put under a bit of pressure. North Albury are getting very close, not only locking away a finals campaign, but a double chance. Out the back here to Chamberlain. Quick hands to Catapan. Got it on now to Garish. He had 2 bounces, Jack. Jack Garish takes on O'Brien. Runs his full measure. Has 3 bounces to Jas. Kicks it on the rush. No chance there. Bobby Jackson, you saw it. Hart took the mark. You seem exasperated with that, Bob.
2 words. Teaser pony.
Okay. Okay. And Jesse Hart, who's been one of the Panthers' best today, turns it over to Philo.
He might kick this.
And then Brodie Lyde driving kick over the back of the pack it goes. Williamson running onto it. Willis and Hart also meet him. Willis has it. Here he goes, Connor. Out of the fence for the Panthers. McLeod coming towards it. Carell on him. Ball heading towards the boundary line. And we will have a boundary throw-in.
You can't take 3 or 4 bounces, then turn the footy over, uncontested mark inside 50. What just happened there? That's an absolute coach killer if you've ever seen it.
Yeah. Going to be better. It happened in the previous quarter too, Bob. So Lavington, they are looking the goods here at the moment. 25 points up. Have the Rovers got one more final crack in them? Here's a go for Noah Amery. Slipped the handball. Now ends up now with Philo. Philo very tight to the boundary line, tight to the behind post, and a good grab taken by young Hart again. Oh, he's been good. Kicks across the ground. This could get a little bit ugly. They need to rush this through for a minor score. They do. Not sure who was dropped it down there. Might have been young McRae, was it? Or it was Oscar Lyons. So
first mistake for the day.
He just dropped one at first slip there, Oscar.
Yeah.
And they've had to scurry it through for a rush behind. Margins at 24 points. Almost 13 minutes gone, final term for Cavalier Homes. That's on the Work Locker Wangaratta scoreboard, Luke Francis.
Very good, Robbie.
I was pretty happy with it.
Fantastic. For the Wang Motor Group. Out to the back flank. And ball's gone out of bounds. So Bobby Jackson will have our Harvey Norman betting player of the day following the siren. What do you got down on that 40-wing stat sheet, young man?
Yeah, well, Lavington are just continuing to go from strength to strength. I really love Sean Driscoll's game in this second half. He's had 10 disposals in the second half, and he only had 6 in the first, so he's really been good this second half.
Okay, over the back. Here's Garish again. Oh, he dropped that. Umpire didn't pay it. Play goes on. Dylan Stone at the bottom. Oscar Lyons is there. Catapan about to get up from the turf. The umpire to take control, Robbie.
Just quickly round the grounds. North Albury have extended that lead to 15 points over at Albury at Bunton Park.
Very good.
So, ball in dispute back here at the WJ Finlay Oval. It looks like Lavington are just going to keep maybe a sneaky little chance of the finals alive. Myrtleford are doing the same. At the moment, they lead Wangaratta very narrowly.
Up.
4 points, Myrtleford lead Wang. Stone pumped it inside forward 50 over the back. Spina with discipline brought the ball to ground. Connor Willis swooped on it. A boomerang outside banana type kick to centre wing. They got the numbers here, the Rovers. The pressure by McLeod was good. He's let him go now. Paul swoops on it for Rovers. Drives the ball to half forward. Good work by young Leash. Overran it in the end though. Here's a chance for Harry Nolan. Paddling.
Desperate.
Out over the boundary line. They've closed them down nicely there, the Panthers. They lead it by 24 points. Here's Luke Francis. We've gone halfway through the final term.
45 plays 21. The Panthers up on the Work Locker Wangaratta scoreboard. As the boundary umpire is about to pitchfork it back into play. Flat throw in. Hannah. Here's Sam Hargrave. He's tried hard all day. McCarthy comes at it. She's a bull in the contest. Garish. Having a good final turn, Jack. Thumps one into towards the goal square. Oh, Sam Murray takes a mark and kicks a goal. He kicks a goal, Sam. So 45 plays 27 now on the Work Locker Wangaratta scoreboard. Macca's time clock has gone 15 in the final term, Bobby.
Absolute understatement that the Rovers needed that. They need to get a little bit of a roll on, a little bit of a momentum into the game. They'll know that the Lavington have failed to finish off games in the past, so they'll know that there's still a chance until the siren goes. But they need to get some real unity and real synergy about their play going forward.
Yeah, trying to do everything he can too. Sam Murray, this quarter 5 disposals and a goal, 23 for the game, so he's trying everything.
Back in the middle, Hannah palms it. Philo gets the clearance, kicks it to half forward from behind. Annette was good towards McRae. Annette followed up his work. He kicks it off the ground. He gains 20 metres. That's valuable. Robinson has a swing and a miss. Chance here for Amery. Got it to Allison. Allison inside ball back was good. Towards Finn Osborne, kicks to half forward, Tom Boyd marks. All of a sudden they're up and about here. No one in the goal square. Kick across O'Brien. Read it beautifully. Needed to be a long kick, I thought, Tommy.
To Murray.
It didn't happen, yes, to Murray. But Jake O'Brien read it superbly, Luke Francis. Lavington lead by 18.
Yeah, great hands from Jake O'Brien. And then a super clutch from Sean Driscoll. Also, Mawson's concrete play of the day, that one.
Watch out, big.
Geez, Allison had a look
Timmy.
at big Timmy Hannah and said, oh, what am I doing here? What have I done?
And the Panthers will just look to chew a bit of time off the clock here. 45 plays 27.
You saw what I saw, Bob.
To the half-forward flank. Jack Driscoll. High ball going forward. Darcy Smith out the back. Here he goes. He's trying to run onto it. Garish is coming. And Darcy
Smart.
just sees it out of bounds. And the Panthers will get a boundary throw in here or a stoppage in the back pocket, netball court end.
Yeah, and you go back to that play about a minute ago. Tom Boyd had Sam Murray one-on-one in the 50 and he turned the ball over. That was the sliding doors moment of the game.
Good call, Dan. That's a call of stat if you like. Now, the quarters today have been going around about the 27, 28 minutes, boys. So that gives you a bit of indication. We've gone 17 minutes now. 10 minutes left. Snap by Leash, was it? Costello. It was Jack Costello had a flying snap, but a handy point, boys. Now, how many times do we say that when it extends the lead from either 6, 12, 18? Now it's 19, Luke. Make what you like of that.
And it's starting to rain. It's really
That's
dark.
going to make it even harder, Bobby.
It's really dark here at the moment.
Yeah, it's a good call from Robbie McKinlay, out to 4 goals now. So it's going to be very hard for the Rovers. Allison brought down Costello. Huge moment.
Great tackle, young fella.
Fantastic by Jack. A Mawson's Concrete player of the day. And Lavington win the footy back on true centre wing. Here he goes, Costello. And O'Brien takes the mark. 40 out here at the netball court end, and this would completely seal the game, Bobby.
He needs to take up all of his 30 seconds here, young fella.
He kicks it.
He kicks it.
He kicks
it's
this goal.
All but game over. I'm not being biased, but Timmy Hannah, the big man, just get bigger on wet days like today, and he's throwing his body around. Yeah, he's protecting his little inexperienced midfielders. He's doing a great job, big fella. This is a crucial kick here.
From Romsey, Jake.
Yeah.
Mount Macedon.
Right.
Very skillful player. Here he comes as he strolls in that one left. And has it made it through for one behind?
Yeah.
It's out of bounds on the full.
It's kicked 3 behinds today, Jake.
Yeah. 46 plays 27 on the work locker Wangaratta scoreboard. Panthers up. Macca's time clock has gone 19 in the final term.
Yeah, he lost that goal kicking competition Thursday night, Jake O'Brien, to a Lockie Gaffney, and obviously it's shattered him.
Hasn't come back.
He has not come back from it, and he may not either.
It happens.
It does happen. Anyway, that's a handy lead. It's 19 points, and as Bobby said, the rain is starting to come in. The breeze is picking up. They've got the breeze behind them. The Panthers have got a little bit of wind in the sails, I reckon. Gee, they've been hard at the footy today. There's Timmy Hannah again. Palms it to his advantage. Dismisses Catapan out of the road. Gerish runs on it for the Rovers. Last roll of the dice. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. Hart got a push. He did indeed. And he's won himself a free kick. And don't reckon Sam Murray's in great terms with the umpires at the moment. So just make what you like of that, Luke.
I will, Robbie. This man has been excellent. Jesse Hart.
Brilliant.
Ledge at the front. Hannah. Brody Paul in that blonde hairdo. It's sort of a Bondi Beach hairdo, though.
Are we going to see at Morris Medal night a chance that a backman could get 3 votes? Because I reckon Jesse Hart now has been best on ground.
I agree.
Easily.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, Hannah. He's Catapan. He's been very good. Sean Driscoll, didn't think he had it.
No, you're right.
Seb play on. Williamson on the boot. Barrels it towards a half-forward flank. Harry Nolan. Here's Allison. That one going very wide.
I guess so.
Yeah, Jesse Hart tried to make it. Bounced before him. Ball out of bounds here. Evans Street end. Broadcast side in the pocket.
I thought he should have kept it in. No, he just we just cannot sing enough praise to Jess Hart. And gee, what a player!
Very mature, isn't he?
Yeah, he has, mate. He's done the hard yards, and I suppose he's getting around that 40-game player now. Rovers still have it inside 50. Dylan Stone had nowhere to go. Just shut down with a bit of grit and hard tackling. And again, free in the tackle. Here's a chance for young Ely, but he can't get through.
Just extra handballs causing so much grief for the Rovers today. The simple game plan that Lavies had today has worked for them, whereas Rovers just seem to want to do that extra handball.
Hannah, another tap. Clearance kick by Bevan was good. Middle of ground. Oosterhoff up the ground. Now he's got it, the Rooster. Kicks it. If this ball breaks free, doesn't. No, it doesn't. I was going to say Darcy Smith was off for the races. Osmond took a good grab at half back. Chamberlain. And they've got to make something of this, Luke Francis. They trail by 19 points, Rovers.
Here goes Osborne. Finn down towards the half-forward flank. And Amory, the ball, beats him out, Elijah. Boundary umpire to take it, Dan.
Wangaratta, Mazda, around the grounds. North Albury, 47 plays Albury 26. So that looks all but over there at Bunton Park.
Yeah, amazing. So as we said, the first time in 16 years, the Hoppers beating the Albury Tigers, it would make it. Yeah, since 2008, quite remarkable. There's Costello on the boot. Chamberlain, good mark. And reels it in for the Rovers. Brown and gold, a short one. Here they go. Dylan Stone is away and then gets one to the top of the 50. Carell off the ground here. And now Costello's played a great game. Left foot, tumbling ball. Through the hands of Corby Robertson. He's been a little quiet today, Corby. Off the deck. Ledger just thumps it back. Hannah under it. Guess who? Costello. Ross Carell. And then turns it over to Brodie Paul. Went through his hands. He's got enough time here to mop up. Gets it back to Ledger. And Charles comes away for the Rovers.
He does. Kicks not ideal. Ely has it. Centre wing. And he kicks it out of bounds on the full. So it's going to come straight back at him. They're doing everything right here at the moment, the Panthers. 22 minutes gone, final term. They lead 46-27. Rovers have got to kick 4 goals, you'd think, to win this game. And all of a sudden, a little bit of pressure comes on. North Albury will look like going to second place. Cook from behind. Here's a chance, Jack Driscoll lumbering after the ball. Chamberlain's hands were good to Philo. Philo goes short, but wide. Carell has it. Oh, pressure to Catapan. Might have got a push in the back. It was the big rooster. He almost laid an egg on him, didn't he? Catapan's handball inside was clever to Philo, but it was tricky and it was dangerous. It hasn't worked. They're not far away, breaking them here. Hargraves goes in with the tackle. Gaston's dispossessed. The pressure's magnificent from the Panthers here. Dylan Stone breaks clear, has a bounce. Costello chases, keeps at him. Stone off the left foot, kicks inside forward 50. No one at home. Clean bowls Willis. He was good to recover. Quick hands there. Chance for a net. Out of the corner of his eye, he spotted McRae. Gave the handball back to Lyons. Lyons kicks to the safety of the boundary. Well played, Panthers. They're home. They lead 46-27. 23 minutes gone. Final term for Cavalier Holmes.
To me, none of that made sense with the way the Rovers played. Every time they handballed it, they handballed to a player under pressure. Fumble, wet conditions, and Lavington just controlled the ball by simple kicking the ball long, as we see right now.
And there goes O'Brien with a long, high ball and plays under it. Darcy Smith.
Been unbelievable today, Darcy Smith.
Yeah, he's been clean. Off to Jake O'Brien again, so he gets the follow-up. The 0-1-2, bouncing ball inside 50. Here's Chase McQuaid for the Rovers. And then gets it over the top to Williamson. So they've had a disappointing 7 days, the Brown and Gold, it must be said. They weren't good last Saturday versus the Tigers at the Albury Sports Ground, and it hasn't been their day today. Osterhoff comes in. Here's McQuaid. Ledger. McQuaid has to go against Smith. Could have nearly given away a free kick there. Umpire said play on Driscoll. Here's Carell. And goes back. Now, Jack Garish has got a bit of time, has he? Or after him now, he's in trouble here. Just got away from Bevan in time. Ball comes out the back. Picked up here by Finn Osmond. Tries to break away. And the Rovers get out of defence.
Yeah, he kicks it a one-on-one. Spooner leads Boyd. Boyd got rid of Spooner. Here comes Hannah. A free kick is going to go the way of... Well, which way is it going, Bobby? What have you spotted here? It's going to John O'Spooner.
Yeah, there's a push in the back for Tom Boyd.
Okay.
Yep. John O'Spooner got in front. Tom Boyd was trying to make his own space. I'm not sure why he didn't hand that ball back quick. They're behind Rovers.
Yeah, 25 minutes have ticked over. Lavington lead by 19. John O'Spooner on centre wing. Yes, Bob?
Adam Snyder stalking the boundary line.
Here's Big Jack. Oh, Big Jack Driscoll takes a mark. 70 out from goal. He's got the breeze behind him. We've seen him. We've seen him.
Come on, Snyder.
We've seen him try this before. Jack, he just sits it up unselfishly to the rooster. Fist from behind was magnificent from the Rovers. Chance here for Paul. Handball in a hurry. Carell's there. Kicks it. Over the top. Ross Carell misses. McRae. Here's Ross Carell. Can't break free. After him was Allison. Ball locks away, or is it? Last roll of the dice. Here's Big Jack Driscoll. Lobs it. 30 out from goal. Big pack form. Rooster couldn't hang on to it. Chance here now for Smith. They're over the ball here. Driscoll was in there. Smith was still hanging around. Ball out the back. Philo relieves for the Rovers. But the Panthers are home, Luke.
Yeah, they are, Robbie. Here comes the ball out of the fence. Oh, big pack going up. Tom Boyd after it here in clear space and just thumps it forward, but no one's back there. Nick Newton leads the race at the moment for the Panthers. He's going to pick it up inside defensive 50. Oh, it's been a great win from the Panthers today. They have led since the first siren. And I tell you what, they've been in full control of this football game, Bobby Jackson.
They certainly have. I'm just watching the Lavington coaching staff down here, and that's as animated as I've seen Adam Snyder. This might mean a bit between the coach.
They have been on since the outset. since they jumped out of their cars today and made their way into WJ Finlay.
Oh, yeah.
And they take the points in round 14 and move their record to 6-8. So they're still alive in season 2024, the Panthers. They win 6-10-46 at WJ Finlay over the Wang Rovers 4-3-27.
Fantastic performance there from the Lavington Panthers. We had a bit of a hint of it before the game that they were filthy on themselves after last week, letting one slip up at Myrtleford. But they've come out here, and for the whole 4 quarters, from the moment they kicked 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of play, they really dictated terms. They were never behind in this game. They went harder at it. They wanted it more. And they've come up trumps here with a 19-point win. I reckon it could have been more. But what they'll be absolutely delighted about was some of the performances from some of these younger players. Jesse Hart, his game in defence today was a breakout game for Jesse. I'm not sure if we'd seen a better game than that. And he must be a contender for the Harvey Norman betting player of the day.
Yeah, for mine, he was best on ground. I thought he was fantastic. I thought Darcy Smith was fantastic as well. They were probably the 2 standouts for me, just in terms of the impact they had on their game. I thought for Rovers, I thought Sam Catapan was fantastic all day. He was Rovers' best, but apart from that, there wasn't too many others. They nullified Sam Murray's influence. It was just a fantastic day for the Lavington Football Club. They really smelt blood today. They saw the performance that Rovers put in last week against Albury, and they thought they could get him, and they absolutely 100% got him. They were fantastic.
Yeah, far too good today. The Lavington Panthers, they kicked the first 2 goals of the game and never looked back, Robbie.
No, they didn't. And
never looked back.
Like a 19-point win, or what was it, 19 point? Yeah, but they really had that game in control all the way, guys. And just a bit, there's still no updated score in that Myrtleford Wangaratta game. Last score we had there, Myrtleford lead Wang by 4 points, and North Albury are 14 points in front of Albury Tigers. And you think that, although that game did start late, didn't it? So there'll be a little bit more time left in that. Was it the Wangaratta Myrtleford game also started late? So there was just a few injuries. There was an injury in the seconds game, I think, up at Myrtleford, and an injury, I think, Elliot Powell in the North Albury game. So they might be a little bit behind, but
yeah, they're only in the 3rd quarter.
Really?
Myrtleford and Wangaratta. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But if you've just joined us here, though, and gee, they didn't muck around taking that score down there, but it was Lavington 6-10-46 to 4-3-27. A big win over Wangaratta Rovers. And North Albury, if they can hang on and win this, they are looking like going into 2nd position on the ladder. Who would have thought?
Very good, Rodio. It's time to cross down to Bob Jackson for Elite Building and Construction. Who you got down there, Bobby?
I got best on ground today by a mile. Jesse Hart. Mate, how good was that?
No, it was a good game. We'd had a rough couple of weeks, so to come out and do that was bloody awesome. Yeah.
The back 6 just seems to gel beautifully together. John O'Spina down back, all those fellas down back, they seem to do a good job together.
Yeah, 100%. And we actually drew Bevan through on ball today and made a massive difference, but our back 6 is so tight.
You had 4 big midfielders that were out today. Everyone sort of stepped up to the plate. Everyone had their role. Drew was in the middle. Shawnee Driscoll played a lot more in the middle today, so it was a really good team effort today.
100%.
Mate, enjoy that song, mate. Look at you waiting to get in there. Good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Bobby Jackson. Great work. So Jesse Hart, well, he was fantastic.
Oh, mate.
How many contested marks do you reckon? He would have taken a dozen?
He was fantastic.
Yeah.
I reckon he would have had 7 or 8 intercepts today.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Yeah. And one big thing I noticed about Jesse too, the other part of his game that's got massive improvement has been his kicking. I reckon he's found 5 or 10 metres in the depth. He's kicking a little bit more to advantage of his teammates. So that's all part of the but they're just coming off the ground now, Bobby, aren't they? And they'll get a good reception here. They'll get a really good reception as they come off now, led by 100 gamer Sam Hargrave. So that's a nice.
Oh, she's buzzing down here, boys. She's buzzing.
Yeah, well, you get in there amongst it, Bobby, and we'll hear the club song very shortly.
Yep.
But that's great effort. They keep the Wang Rovers there to just 2 goals in the second half, and 2 goals after quarter time. Big win, 19 points.
Yeah, the contrast, The Panthers, sensational. The Rovers, so disappointing. Flat as a tack.
They could have won by more. They had 20 more inside 50s, Lovey.
Yeah, listen to Bobby Jackson going into the rooms down there. The Panthers.
Yeah, here they go, about ready to go here.
Oh, yeah.
And what that isn't a week's a long time in footy. This time last week, they're trudging off the ground, beaten by Myrtleford after leading by 6 goals. Not today. They were not going to give that up. Here we go, Panthers club song.
Oh, yeah, they're happy down there in the sheds
Yeah, my
today,
word.
the Lavington Panthers.
Yes, we don't need to hear that last little bit.
That's it. We'll get to a break here from WJ Finlay, but it was Lavington 6-10-46 over the Wang Rovers today, 4-3-27. This is O&M Live, and remember, on O&M Live, you will not miss a thing.
Clear.
Thanks, Laura.
Thanks, Laura.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community services? Maybe caring for animals through veterinary science? With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. .0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury-Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.